West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Well, I'm not running it all back. The microphone was not on. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, it's been a long couple of weeks, okay? You know what? I thought I saw it said no audio, but I didn't. Like, I read the words, but the words didn't register in my head. Anyway, I'm not running it back. You're just gonna have to fill in what you think I said. And that's it. The songs, all of it. Like, could have been my my best opening in in a long time. And the only person who experienced it, yeah, it was me. It was me. I'm sorry. I was trying to get through the chat. I was trying to say hello to everybody. I was singing. I was dancing. Anyway, I sang New York, New York. Yeah, well, I'm here. I'm here. Mime time. And then the hobo stopped moving, so I ran and I never looked back. Dude, I'm always talking to myself anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The whole idea of this is why I'm good at actually doing live sales and live shows. It's because I just imagine nobody's actually listening. Anyway, yeah, it's Tyler's fault. I'll blame Tyler. Luckily, I'm an amateur lip reader. Look, it was only a couple minutes, but it was entertaining because I get to see all of this, like the devolution and the evolution of the chat. But yeah, I just didn't have my microphone on. Anyway, I sang, I talked shit, I said really racist things about everybody in the chat, but you'll never know. All right, Mikey Hero, where we go? West Coast Avengers, Nix, Wolverine Avenging. I love everybody in here. All right, what's up, Danny? The files are in the computer. The call's coming from inside the house. All right, look, we're back. I wanted to say thank you. That's just your upper lip, Christian. Oh, got him. I want to say thank you to everybody that was there last night. It was a lot of fun. I sold a lot of cards, and I hope everybody enjoys seeing that. You should send them all to me. I haven't gotten pre-code books more than once this year. They are hard to find. Hello there, Bob Fisher, 1992. Okay, so for starters, let's talk about the recalled products. None of these comics are going to make you sick. They've all been approved by the WCD, which is the West Coast Avengers, so you don't have to worry. There's no recalls on them. I can't say for anything else in this country. Second, if you're new here, the form is in the description below. It's on my website too, westcoastavengers.com live sale form. This has now been revamped, much like Whatnot, eBay, or any live selling platform. You are now required to put just your credit card in there. You won't get charged, but it is a safeguard so that if you claim a bunch of things, I'm going to charge you and I'm going to send them to you. If you do want to start paying by credit card, look, I'm not trying to make everybody pay by credit card. It's just another option. You're welcome to fill out that form, even if you're an old customer. Yes, there's that. What else? Yes, Mark. Yes, you claimed it. Full price. That's what I said. Every purchase, what's up, Gabe? Every purchase comes with free diarrhea lettuce. I asked the secondhand bookstore owner if he had comics. Geez, that's amazing. That's awesome. There are a lot of secondhand bookstore owners that don't think that they can sell comics, and it makes sense that they're just chilling. Brandon, I'll get you all the diarrhea lettuce. Dude, it's just astronomical, the amount of stuff that's getting recalled in this country. Oh, I wonder why that happened. Oh yeah, they gutted the FDA. Anyway, so live sales start very promptly. westcoastavengers.com for the live sale form. It's also in the description. I now have a merch store with t-shirts. That's also in the description below. And the store on the website's open. So if you don't, I'll throw some stuff up there every couple of days or so. No Diners Club and no Discover. And I think that's really it. We'll just get the show rolling. Y'all have been here before, and if you're new, feel free to ask questions. And like I said, if you're new here, you're welcome to ask questions. Tyler or Derek will answer you if I don't. Those are the people that are designed, designated, and they are whatchamacallit. They have they run the Vatican of this thing. Okay. Top spender prize tonight. Probably end up being cumulative. No, I'll just try and make it for tonight. A Wolverine 300 or 400. This is a second printing with the Daniel Warren Johnson cover and story and an unopened pack of Marvel vs. DC. That's for the top spender. Tyler does God's work. Yes, he is the Pope, and the Archbishop is Derek. So, Jamie, nice to see you. All right, we'll start with the top row. You claim by letter if you don't know. So let's start off with a New Mutants graphic novel, Marvel graphic novel number 4, Claremont and McLeod. What this is known for is the first appearance of the Canoe Mutants. It's actually, the K is there, but it's silent. And it's not there. Anyway, I have this as a VF plus near mint minus for $60. A really nice condition on the first appearance of the New Mutants. Better than the old Mutants. Tomb of Dracula magazine number 1. I believe I believe some Marv Wolfman writing in here. This is a higher grade, not super high grade. It's a VF plus, but it's generally higher than you see these. I have that for 20 on S2. We got some manga, or as Comic Tim would call them, mangoes. Osamu Tezuka's Lost World. This is the English translated by Dark Horse out of print. I want to say it's from the maybe early 2000s. Not to be confused with Steven Spielberg's Lost World, but they're still Dino DNA. $40 on S3. Then we've got a beautiful, great issue of the Comics Journal. That's Comics Journal number 291 with a Tim Sale interview. This is from, way before he died. I want to say this is like 20 or so years old. Let me get you a date on here. 2008, so almost 20 years old. Tim Sale cover, Tim Sale interview with some other stuff in here. $16 on S4. That is basically like a soft cover book. How about some Katsuya Terada? If you watch my video this weekend, this is real size, and it is an art book of the master, Katsuya Terada. I think it was from an art show, but I'm not 100% sure. I've got that for $35 on S5. Still have some slabs left that I'd love to move. Batman number 57, 67. I know what numbers are, okay? 1951 with that noose cover, 6.5 white pages. There's not too many white pages of this book in existence, period. I've got that for $700 shipped on S6. Another book that there's not a lot on the census. I think this might be the only 6.5 white pager. It's me. Tanda, White Princess of the Jungle, issue number 1, 1951, Avon Calling, 6.5 white pages. Also 700. Like I said, not a lot of data on that because I might have one of the only ones. Amazing Spider-Man number 23, the third. Count it, 1, 2, 3, third. Third appearance of the Green Goblin. 9.2 white pages. Good luck finding a 9.2 white pager for sale these days. 2,500. Once again, another one that doesn't have much data on it. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I did send some stuff to Heritage, so if that stuff does well, I'll probably be sending that to Heritage. Red Sonja Marvel Super Special Magazine number 38. It's not a Tuma, it's a Red Sonja. A VF minus. $6 on S9. Then we've got some Spunko comic book from Marvel. So I know this was reprinted by IDW. Maybe it was probably like 10 or 15 years ago. But this is the original Spunko comic book, volume 1, number 1. I don't know. It's like a VF range. VF plus, VF. $15 on S10. Then we got a nice... It's better than a reader copy, but it's not a super high grade. It's not super high grade, but Conan, Marvel Treasury number 4. This is Barry Windsor Smith's Red Nails. VF range, $18. I think this is the best Conan comic that exists. It sure as hell is the best art ever put to a Conan comic. No offense to John Buscema. Let me just, hold on. Gonna slightly move that over. There we go. Just trying to get that everything in frame. Okay. We'll start with this row here. To me, my sexy men. Uncanny X-Men number 223 in a near mint. $8. Got a bunch of X-Men today. Bunch of other stuff. Well, you saw some of the previews. Some of the stuff's in the preview photos, and then a lot of stuff isn't. Archie's Madhouse, issue number 15, VG, $8 on E. We got some, what is this, early 1960s, maybe late 1950s. Uncle Scrooge, issue number 14. Good, very good, $11 on D. That's issue number 14 of Uncle Scrooge. How about some love? How about some romance? How about some girls in love? Love romances. That is a issue number 91. It's a low grade. It's centerfold detached. It's good. These don't come around that often, but that cover is pretty dope. $12 on B. There never was a girl like Julia, according to the cover. I'm trying a little light. I can't really tell how the light looks in here, but I think I just improved it a bit. Marvel Tales number 137. This is the first reprint ever of Amazing Fantasy 15. Issue number 137, VF plus near mint minus. So really nice grade on this. $18 on C. And then I've got, count them, two, not one, but two Alpha Flight number ones, newsstand, VF plus near mint minus, so like a 9.0. 12 each for some mutants from Canada, eh? All right, my buddy, my pal, the great Jim Mafood, finally have these in hand. His second his second of the Defective Comics label. Defective Comics presents Arachnid Enforcer. It's awesome. It's so fucking good. Each copy is signed on the last page by Jim. This was Kickstartered, so if you didn't back it, you're getting it at the price that it was sold for. But it can be shipped with everything else. $20. I have 8 available copies on M. 8. The first New Mutants, I don't know if it's sold, but that is a first print, VF plus near mint minus. Invincible Iron Man, number 122, VF. I think this is part of Demon in the Bottle. $7 on Q. Let me just show off the Defective Comics, because if you didn't get Savage Street Vigilante, well, you'll have a chance to get a second book. It's just so dope. It's so much fun. The art's amazing, and then it's signed right here in the special autograph area. So that's Jim Mafood's Savage Street, Arachnid Enforcer on M. 48 pages. It's basically like a graphic novel. Uncanny X-Men 182 newsstand, a nice high-grade near mint copy, $15 on P. We got Strange Adventures number 132, VG Plus. So a lower grade copy, 1950s book, 10 center, $18 on the Strange Adventures issue number 132, Silver Age, Golden Age, what am I saying? This is dope. I never saw this before. X-Men Unlimited number 33 with a Mike Kaluta cover. And look at it, it's just so fucking cool. This is a great issue. I flipped through it a little bit. They would get different creators on these stories, and I think it's one of those, the more underrated Marvel series to ever get released. This is a near mint copy. It's only $6. That's White Queen, and I guess that's Madeline Pryor? Because it's not Psylocke. I don't know. And then Uncanny 207, classic JR cover, VF Plus, $8 on O. Let's do the top row here. So I am experimenting, as some of you might have figured out by the previews tonight, experimenting with getting newer books of the creators that I, talk about on the channel, stuff that if you don't have a local comic store, it might be, I might be helping you out by offering you 2 copies of the second issue of Shaolin Cowboy, the Jeff Darrow, one of the funniest issues I've ever read. $6 each, both near mint. But I'm never going to go full new comics like that. But if I can, if you like the people that I bring on the podcast, and you might be interested in buying the books. Yes, I made Joe a wrench. Joe is a wrench now. Spawn 69, near mint, nice. $10. I make, every once in a while I realize that certain wrenches aren't here all the time. And I'm like, oh, who do I know that's here all the time that's not going to abuse the power? So Joe is a wrench. Scooter, Swing with Scooter number 1. This is a weird, like 60s weirdo book from DC. This is a lower grade copy. It's a good, very good, but not an easy book to find. I've never seen this before. $15 on H. I love the font on it. Love and Rockets Volume 2. Got some more issues of this. Issue number 19 in a near mint minus for 10 on I. We got Ed Pisker's Red Room, issue number 4 from the first volume, Antisocial Network. An EC homage variant, near mint, $8 on J. And then from Full Horn Production, White Horror Funnies, an underground book, the adult edition, November, or it says Juvember. I don't know what that J-U-V, I don't really know what's going on, but it's an underground book. It's a VF and it's 18 bucks on K. Thor issue 391, Mark Jeweler variant, VF Plus. This is probably towards the end of the Mark Jeweler run. This is 1988. So there's still some time before it ends. 18 bucks, VF Plus on you. Uncanny X-Men number 139 in a VF minus, 18 bucks. Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men, and then she promptly disappears. Get it? Because, you know, anyway. Weird War Tales issue number 55. Nice higher grade copy. VF Plus near mint minus. Joe Kubert cover. Newsstand. 30 bucks. It's Bronze Age horror, especially the DC stuff, in higher grade is starting to skyrocket. Kind of nuts. I should be charging like 45 for it, but I'm not. Walt Disney's Christmas Parade. This is a reprint of an old one from Gemstone from 2003, so still 23 years old. Near mint range, thick boy, square bound, $6 on V. How about this one? Strange Tales 101, the first Strange Tales to feature not just the Human Torch, but a superhero story. Takes place, I guess, in Coney Island. And it's a fine plus. Nice copy. Not too low grade, not high grade. But a big book nonetheless in the Marvel history. $225 on W. This book has actually gone up in the last couple of years. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing some new books, make stuff available to people if they don't have an LCS or they want to save on shipping and buy a bunch of stuff instead of like ordering from other places. I've got the Extremity hardcover, the complete story, Daniel Warren Johnson. It's cover price. It's $50, but you're not paying tax. I can take as many claims as I want on that. So it's not just limited to one claim, but that's $50 on X. That is the complete story, all 12 issues, in a beautiful hardcover edition. All right, for anybody, if one of my wrenches can just put a, like first round line at the end. That way I don't get lost. All right, first claim of the night was going to Mr. Mako on Tezuka's Lost World. Beating out Max. And then Raymond on the Tim Sale Comics Journal. Hope you enjoy the article, the interview. Nathan's the first claim on 5 with the Tirada. This is going to be the last sale till probably the second week of of September. I'm doing Nerdfest Northwest Con up in Bellingham next weekend, and I'm going to need a big fucking break after that. Might only do one sale in September, maybe a smaller chill sale like last night. All right, Marco was the first claim on 9, and then 10, the first claim is going to Brandon. And then Joe with the first claim on the Red Nails Treasury. First claim on the other part of the board was Christian on the X-Men 223. And then Dan on the Madhouse in a move that was very predictable. Ian Green coming in on C for the first claim. And then Christian on one of the Alpha flights. Still got one left. All right, now let me see. I've got a couple of claims on the arachnid. So let's see. Arachnid. We got Zach, Ray, Rami, Xavier, Dan Frampton. Dan, just Dan, if you can fill out the form in the description below, that would I don't know if you've ever filled it out, but it's gonna be a while since I'm able to see the chat in real time. So if you haven't, just click that and fill it out, and then confirm in the chat, because I do not have your info, it seems, on file. But I'll write your name down. I'll go in order. Gonzo and Marco. So there's still at least one available on the Arachnid Enforcer if you need it. Q, first claim is going to Ian Green. And then P is going to Christian. And then I think R was going to Marco was the first claim. N, first claim is Joe Williams. Beat out Mikey. Ian on O. Oh, you meant N. So that's still there. All right, the Brewman for 69. Welcome to the club. We have jackets. All right, Zach on K. US going to the Brewman. And then T, Kitty Pride Square was a phase, going to Marco. And then we got one claim on the Shaolin. Still got another copy left. And then Power Whirl on the Christmas Parade. And then Marco on, hey, Andrew's in the house. Hi, friendo. On the Strange Tales. I really hope I don't regret offering new books. All right, next up is Sergio. Thanks, Sergio. Greg on the BH bong hit. What's up, Mark? Of course, I'm glad that you're happy with it. And like I said, I don't think I'll ever see one again. All right, still have one copy of Arachnid Enforcer left. Still have one copy of Shaolin Cowboy Staying AI Alive 2 and the Extremity hardcover. Let's keep on rocking and rolling. Back with the little ones, block rockin' beats. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Thank you, Justin, for filling that out. And that just came through. All right. Savage Sword of Conan issue number 88 in a VF Plus for 10 on S3. Savage Sword of Conan number 184. Look at that. It's like the most horrifying version of the Vulture ever. That's a VF for 7 on S9. Check this out. Bokura Zashi from 1970 or 71. Tiger Mask, this is one of the issues I showed off this weekend. I'm deciding to part with one for now. It's in excellent condition. This is the one with the tilt-a-whirl, where the double page splash where you swung them around. That's going to be $60 for a magazine that's 50 plus years old on S4. I've got an extra copy of Hip Hop Family Tree Volume 2, the Treasury Size Edition from Ed Pisker. That is 15 on S10. And how about a complete set of Daniel Warren Johnson's One Room of Dead Earth in the Black Label magazine format, all near mint. One of my favorite of his stories, 45 on S11. It's okay, Dan. As long as you're filling it out, that's all good. Just needed to, make sure that that was happening. All right. Ryu, the Strongest Man on the Planet by Kaze Shinobu. A beautiful copy, which is the same one that I flipped through this weekend on the video. These are still expensive because they always get scooped up by me or Sean, and there's not a lot out there. They don't show up that often anymore. $75 on S5. One of the coolest manga, period. Incredible Hulk 181 facsimile with that beautiful Kari Andrews cover. This was, I think, an Unknown Comics, or this is a retailer exclusive, and it is near mint, 15. This is the last copy that I do have. I had a couple. Oh, actually, that's the last copy of the trade dress. Have you the nerve to face the unexpected? 198 in a VF Plus newsstand. $10 on C. All right, we got some Gold Key. I went in through the archives of my higher grade Gold Key. This is UFO Flying Saucers number 4 in a VF Plus, $12. I do have an inordinate amount of higher grade Gold Key, which I think about anything that's VF and above is typically what I consider high grade for Gold Key. The Mask Returns by John Arcudi and Doug Mankey, the 4-issue miniseries, complete with the issue 1 and issue 4 come with masks on the centerfold. They are all near mint, a high grade set. $20 on A. Got some other hard to find Conans recently. This is towards the 90s, and this is a Wills Portacio cover, and Conan number 243 in a VF Plus, $8. Basically, in this run around this time, Jim Lee did a couple covers, Wills did at least one, Todd did one. So it was like they were getting all the Image guys before Image existed and having them do covers. We got Uncanny X-Force Volume 2, number 2. I know this is a ratio variant. I have no clue what it is. This is impossible to find. Like, the only proof that these existed I found were sold graded copies. I couldn't find a copy sold on eBay. I couldn't find one for sale. I think it may be an Ed McGuinness cover. Spiral variant cover, near mint, $20 on T. Got some of the Flair Master Prints, 95 Marvel Flair Annual Marvel, whatever. Flair Marvel Annual Master Print, Jean Grey. So they're just the oversized version of the cards. $7 on N. Uncanny X-Men 218 newsstand in a near mint. $12. Silvestri, bye-bye. Nope, that's an Arthur Adams. I'm sorry. $12 on H for X-Men. I got 2 copies of this. Youngblood X-Force Liefeld cover. I don't think he does the interiors. They are square bound. Both, I think they're both near mint. $6 each on K. Well, this might end up being embarrassing, this part of the round, but we'll find out. We will find out. And you'll see. You'll see. Let's do the comics first. Here. All right, Weird War Tales, issue number 56 in a VF minus, $12 on B for buy it. One of the best of the Simpsons issues. It's issue number 4, the Infinity cover. But what's dope about this, on the interior, inserted inside, is the spoof baseball card of Willie the Duke Dipkin, which was a spoof of the Billy Ripken 1989 Fleer Fuckface card. It's still in here, still sealed, $45 on the issue. I have a couple of those cards. Black Hawk, issue number 249, Mark Jeweler, VF 15 on P. 1, 2, I got 4. All right, we'll do one more thing here. One of the greatest issues of all time. Yep, fish face card, or fuckface card. It's fish face in the comic. Wolverine number 90, one of the coolest comics that Marvel ever published. It's a painted cover by the Hildebrands with Adam Kubert. I think it's Adam Kubert art, not Andy. But this book is comprised of like 5 quadruple page. It's Adam, yeah. It's comprised of like 5 quadruple page splashes. I've seen the original art for it. It's gorgeous. This is a near mint minus copy for 7 on D. All right. I guess, I don't know. We'll find out. Dual Powerbomb, brand new. These are the Daniel Warren Johnson graphic novels and hardcovers are all brand new. Dual Powerbomb, the complete story, graphic novel, cover price. Actually, I think this is $1 less than cover price. 24 on E. I don't know if I can get any more of these. I think this is actually back to... No, this isn't out of print. It's the other one. It's a different one. This is the Ghost Fleet, his first book that he did with Donny Cates. 20 on U. And then there's Murder Falcon, the complete graphic novel. 1 through 8. $20 on V. And then finally, this is the last of the new DWJ stuff. Beta Ray Bill, Argent Star, 17. So I mean, like, if you're going to buy this anywhere new at a comic store, you're going to pay tax. Here, you don't have to. The grade on O is, I think it's a VF plus. Yeah, VF plus. Okay, let me get through the claims. I got to go back to the top here. All right. First claim was the Brewman. And then he also snagged the other Conan. And Dan, thanks. I got your info. Everything came through. He beat you on that. Marco grabbed 4, which Ian meant to say 4, but he hit 6, but it didn't matter because Marco has that lightning fast internet. Maybe Tyler passed him the lightning fast internet because Tyler used to be the fastest. But now Tyler doesn't claim anything to be the fastest. He's anyway, no. I know what he's waiting for. All right, Mikey, I got you on the Wonder Woman. Bob Fisher, grabbing the Ryu. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. S is going to the Brewman. then Marco's claiming C and G. Ooh, there we go, C and G. Sergio, you missed on that, but I will keep in mind when I find another one because I'm always hunting them. So if I do find another one, I will gladly just let you know. All right, Andy's going to claim be the first claimer on the mask. We all wear masks. And then Christian's going to be the first claim on the Conan, the Wills. Mark is going to be on T there. First claim on H is the Brew, and the Brew is going to claim one of the K. Also, I saw that come through. And H was already gone. And then Nathan's going to also grab one of the K because I have two of those. Marco's the first claim on B, beating out everybody because he beats everybody with his internet. Apparently, he's the new king of the internet. I don't know. I don't make the rules. All right, Sam's in here. Hello, Sam. All right, Marco on P. Yeah, I got it, Dan. Thank you. David on Q. And by the way, just for anybody that's interested or needs to know, I said it before, I'll say it again. Even if you do fill out the form and you don't want to pay by credit card, you can still pay by PayPal, Venmo, Zelle. Like, it's just basically like to secure it for me. By the way, Sam, I got my copies of White Line, but you know, I've got like a reading stack that's just intimidating. I got you on the Wolby. You were the first claim on that. All right, Brandon on E. So let me see how many claims I got on Do a Powerbomb. We got Brandon is the first, and then I can still take another claim. Jamie. Okay, so just Brandon and Jamie on Do a Powerbomb. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to get another copy before I ship your stuff out, Jamie, so don't worry. Ray, I got you on Ghost Fleet. I told you that you got that VF Plus. W's going to Mr. Leo. All right, I got you on O. Yeah, Venmo's fine. Yeah, I'll send everybody their payment info that's new tomorrow, and you have your options. You got it, man. I will try and find a copy for you, Sergio. What's up, Kid Vector? I claim. What are you claiming? Are you claiming the letter I, Jeremy, or you're just? I don't know what's happening. What's up, Bob? We got to go down your Harding Market. Hey, he lives close to you, Ian. So you pay me enough money, I'll give you his address. No, it was the graphic novel. It was the graphic novel. Travis, what's going on? All right, Jeremy, I got you on the Love and Rockets. You asked about two, Bob. That is Tomb of Dracula #1 magazine. It's a VF Plus. It's $20. It's $20. All right, so I'm gonna still leave what's on the wall left, and I'll fill it back up, and then we'll break for the first $5 round after. But let me just go over. This is the Extremity hardcover. Look, it's cover price. It's $50. So that's the whole thing. Daniel Warren Johnson. This is all of Murder Falcon, Shaolin Cowboy issue #2 from the new one, and then I have one copy left of Jim Mafood's new Arachnid Enforcer, and it's fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So good. All right, give me one sec here. Let's grab some more books for the wall. The wall. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. It brings a lot of puppies. They come to the door. They go to heaven when they die. They don't go to New Jersey. I mean, Florida. I mean, there's so much good stuff that happens when you hit the like button. Trust me, I'm an expert. I'm an expert at throwing knives. S2 for Bob. I got you. Yes. And a womanizer. Famous Monsters 158, October 1979. In space, no one can hear you poop, which is probably true. Alien, VF plus. It's so early that it was a corkscrew. Like this must be like early Geiger art. Giger, VF plus, $20 on S2. The Comics Journal number 78, Gil Kane cover, Gil Kane interview, VF range, $10 on S9. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes Treasury Edition, VF range, $8 on S11. Love and Rockets issue number 12, first print, VF plus, $18 on S3. I showed this off last night. Did not realize it was signed and doodled on the first page. That's El Largo Tren Oscuro by Samuel Hiti, La Luz Comics. It's a self-published comic or an indie comic, but it is sketched and signed on the interior. $20. And I did not raise the price, even though I didn't know it was signed and doodled. $20 on S5. And then here's the thing. This is one of the coolest books I've ever read. If Osamu Tezuka had created the Twilight Zone, it would be called Clockwork Apple. Translated into English, Clockwork Apple is just that. Short stories that are very Twilight Zone-ish by the god of manga. $25 on S4. Yeah, I test drove that. I read the whole thing. That's the only one I had an extra of, Sam. But if I find more, I can always message you and let you know, or you let me know which ones you need. Weird War Tales number 21, Mark Jeweler variant, a VF, so not low grade, $60 on G. Uncanny X-Men number 196, newsstand, near mint. Isn't that Kitty Pryde? That's Kitty Pryde, but I don't know who that is. The S&M-er. That's the Sexecutioner, $15 on B. You got a couple copies, near mint minus and VF. They're basically the same grade. Near mint minus, VF plus. Amazing. All right, they're two different prices. Jesus Christ. Near mint minus, Web of Spider-Man annual number 2, Charles Vest cover, $10 on S. I really didn't look at what I was saying before I said what I was looking at. And Web of Spider-Man annual 2, VF plus, $8. So a little bit higher of a grade on S. Way to mess that one up, Dave. You just botched the sales. Bring out the Gimp. Gimp's sleeping. You're going to have to go and wake him up. I will not act out that entire scene. Don't worry. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, second printing, signed by Kevin Eastman himself. Comes with the COA on back. Near mint minus, $50. Despite that almost looking like 60, it's $50. Spider-Woman issue number 36, High grade copy near mint, $8 on H. Bissett, Toddleman, Moore, Swamp Thing number 39, near mint minus, $7 on O. You should buy it. Amazing Spider-Man number 242 newsstand VF, $7. Remy Lebeau. He's not in that issue, but that's on I. Daredevil number 125. The man bull's on the loose. The man bull's on the loose. Hey, hey. That's a VF for $10. Cosmic Comics presents Animal Weirdness, some underground funny animal comics. It is a British book, even though it says 20 pence. I didn't even notice that when I was pricing this, but fine plus VF minus, I should have known from the underground sign. $7 on A. A lot of $7 books in this round. Wolverine issue number 145, holographic foil bullshit for Derek Neiman. Near mint minus, $16 on E. Well, it's not holographic, it's just foil. I still can't believe I haven't sold this. Sam & Max Freelance Police Special Color Collection. One of the greatest video games of all time. And Steve Purcell, the artist, the creator, the writer, all that. VF plus, $45. Very out of print. Very tough to find. Believe a Dave. Luke, I am your father. Star Wars number 75 in a near mint for 12 American dollars. None of that yen stuff. You hear this? America. America. Star Wars 77 near mint, $15. America. All right, 1, 2, 3. Them's there, this is America. Oh, Jesus. Even I get sick of myself sometimes, but not right now. All right, we got Uncanny X-Men 185, Rogue, Public Enemy, Indy Navarette, Will You Marry Me? $10 near mint on you. Millie the Model. Millie the Model 104. Very, very rarely get these, especially in not falling apart condition. That is a fine plus, $25. That's a 10 center. Romance comics, you just don't see a lot of. You just don't. I actually have an original page from a Millie the Model, I believe. And then another hardcover, one of the coolest Superman books of all time, Mark Russell and the All Reds. That's Superman Space Age. Hardcover, 18 on W. All right, I have to remember that Marco did not want A. All right, we got to get back here. He messed up his line. Oh, we forgive him, and Max is going to claim M for the last Savage Street Vigilante. Nope, Arachnid Enforcer. Jesus. Jesus, Dave. Your brain rot. You're full of it. See Dave like Dave. All right, Leo's going to grab the big comics. Leo likes them big. The fog is getting thicker, and Leo's getting larger. I love treasuries also. I have quite the collection. I don't keep all of them, but I have quite the collection. You know, I'm a bit of a treasurer myself, Peter. What? I'm trying to summon Tej, my old friend Tej. All right, Max is going to take The Clockwork Apple. Good choice, Max. Great book. Sorry, Danny, he beat you out. He beat you. He beat you to the punch. He punched you to the beat. Somebody, but keep on dancing. Keep on smashing tape. Imagine you're watching this and you're like, why does this guy have to sing? Because I'm all right. You go on Whatnot and people are just screaming at you and they're lying. They're like, "Oh, this book's gonna be worth $10,000 because there's only 300 of them," and Dan Quintana pissed on it. And I'm just sitting here like, "Hi, I'm Dave." All right, Ryan's gonna take C. Ryan's swooping in for a turtle. Are you turtle enough for the turtle club? Turtle. And somebody's like, why is he going to make fun of Dan Quintana? I paid $10,000 for one of his comics. All right. C's gone. Sorry, Mark. All right, Ian, the Gonzo man on the high grade. I was so, thank you, Max. I was so about to book my flight to Japan last night. I was DMing with Sean, and I think I'll probably book it very soon. Just like to give myself that peace of mind, like I'm getting out of here at the end of the year. Anybody else in chat trying to go to Japan this year? He beat you on it, Joel. Like actually trying to go to Japan? I am on a roll, aren't I? And I haven't done drugs in a long, long time, like years. It's just the energy. All right, Ryan, I got you on the foil. And then we got Max on the Salmon Max, because it's his name. I'm like that. Okay, that was where he didn't mean to hit A. He wanted to hit Q, and Joe got it. I will put a backup for you, Marco. I have a bunch of Star Wars books. I have a full run, but I have doubles, so I don't know if I have an actual double of that, but I will check for you, my friend. All right, Max, I got you on the New Mutants. Hello, Jonathan. Drift is in the house grabbing the Millie the model because Vogue, Vogue, Vogue. All right, Mark's going to take W. If I missed a claim, by the way, at this point, you're always welcome to let me know, but I'm trying to just get through it all swiftly, but not too slowly. Somewhere in between. Yes, it is. I don't know. I didn't make the language, man. I'm not a Greek or a Roman. This is Sparta. All right, Sergio, I got you on the Shaolin. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Beep, beep. I'm Dave. I sing. I'm Car. All right. Am I leading a tour? I mean, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city. No, I'm not. Summer next year. Don't go in summer. Jesus Christ. It's like so hot there, apparently. All right, Raymar's coming with me. All right, you're going next October. Oh, am I leading a tour? No, but if somebody's there, all right, here, I'll say this. If somebody's there while I'm there, if you're going to be in Japan while I'm there, I'll take you around for a day or two and bring you to some places, but you have to like 3 things. 1, I already know, you like hunting books. 2, you like coffee. And 3, you like food. And when I say you like coffee, I mean, you don't drink Starbucks. Just get out of the city. Leave the city, kid. What's the city done for you this anyway, kid? Thank you, Travis. I got you on the Murder Falcon. No Quintana piss variants tonight, Trip. Well, you got to get your acting career together. I'm going to probably go to Europe next year. Back to Europe next year for Japan, LA in October. That would be awesome, David. Yeah, it's not the flight in a hotel. The flight in the hotel is, I mean, the flight's the most expensive thing, Zach. Single, yeah. All right, we'll do the $5 round in just a second. I just wanted to take a little break here and talk to everybody. I'll take some of this stuff down. Any longer beat. You know what's funny? Right before I started the stream, I was starting to get a little tired. Not anymore. It's a very, very... I am a nice man. Ah. Haha. Yeah, Zip Air, but they don't fly out of Seattle. And my theory and my philosophy, and this is not for everybody, it's also because I don't have kids, but my philosophy is you make yourself as comfortable on the flight as you possibly can, and it sets the way you feel for the rest of the trip. So I also used to fly for a living, so I can't sit in like the back of the plane anymore. I can't sit with my knees to my chest kind of thing. Doesn't work for me. Have a good time, Bob, and just know who you want to meet. Like, try to make a plan of the people you want to meet. I haven't been to New York Comic Con in, I don't know, 15, 16 years, so I don't know how big it is anymore. I know it's gigantic. All right. Somebody drop the knowledge of Tyler or Derek, you know, doing the $5 round. Wait for the claim line. Every book is $5. Buy 4 throughout the night, get 1 free. If it's a newer book, it's in really good condition. If it's an older book like this Uncle Scrooge #8, it's in, you know, not great condition. That's why it's $5. Or if you buy 5 books, it's $4. All right, so Uncle Scrooge #8, low grade on S1. GI Combat number 282 on S2. GI Combat 286 on S3. Those are higher grade books because they came from a high grade collection. Just remember to listen to. I wish I could fly first class to Japan. It's $6,000. I looked last night. DCKO number 2, acetate variant cover on 4. Teen Titans number 34 on S5. Adventure Comics 340 on S6. C. Todd by Todd, Spider-Man 6 on A. Nightcrawler number 1 on B. Web of Spider-Man number 29 on C. Vanguard Illustrated number 1 on D. Vanguard Illustrated number 3 on E. Uncanny number 215 on F. JLA number 91 on M. Saga 25 on N. Saga 26 on O. 2 copies of ASM 292 available on P. The Luther biography, which is, you know, aping the Donald Trump biography on Q. Marvel Team Up number 100 on R, which most certainly was not written by anybody named Donald Trump. Guy can't even speak English, let alone write it. Batman number 79, City of Bane on S7. Batman number 85 on S8. Iron Man number 232, newsstand, EWS on S9. Star Wars 38 on S10. Daredevil number 3311, come original. You've got to come original. All entertainers on S11. Infinity Ink number 29, C Todd by Todd on G. Supreme Blue Rose number 1, Tula Lotte art on H. West Coast Avengers, then not as goes the West Coast Avengers. First issue on the ongoing on I. Avengers number 1 by Little Robbie Liefeld. Heroes Reborn on J. Sin City Dame to Kill for number 6 on K. Dame to Kill for number 4 on Z. Quality Comics presents Judge Anderson number 9. I Am the Law on S. Luba number 10 from Los Bros on T. Actually, might just be Beto. Luba number 4 on U. Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson's Manhunter number 1. I think this is like a Baxter paper kind of reprint on V. I've got, count them, 4 high-grade copies of X Factor number 2. I'm going to put that on X just because there's more room here. Plus, it's X Factor and it's Wex Factor. And then we've got a facsimile. This is maybe the first single-issue reprint of Watchmen that they ever did. I could be wrong, though. That's on W. That's your first $5 round of the night. Claim away. All right, here we go. First one that came through was Mark, Mr. Marsh, 5, 6, and M. All right, Christian, let's go. 4BFR9. 4BFR9. What is that? GIJKZX. GIJKZ and one of the X Factors. Got to watch out for that brew man. He gets you first. He gets a lot. All right, 1 and 5 for the Poly Whirl. Got you on the Scrooge. Bob on B10. B is gone, but I got you on 10. The Bowed on P. One of the ASMs. Still one available. Andrew on V for Vendetta. Even though it's Manhunter. All right, we got Leo 609. 609, no, but I got you on no. Max on H for the Supreme Blue Rose. Joe on 5, 5 is gone. Travis B, R9HS. B is gone, 9 is gone. RHS. I got you on S. Jeremy on 3 MTU. Give me 1 sec. I will get to everybody else. I did not realize how popular this first $5 round was going to be. All right, John, 3 is gone. Ian, 2356 DEP. 2356 DEP. I got you on DEP. And then I got you on, let's see, 910V. Okay, those are all gone. Mark, I got you on 7 and 8. Ian. 10 is gone. R is gone. Z and O are gone. Add a BTBD. IBTDE. Yeah, those are all gone. He is gone. What's up, Felix? Dewix for Travis. I got you on WNX. Which we'll add, I guess. Did you get? Oh, I'll just write a new thing. All right, give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm going to pull the next round. I'll leave those just up for a moment. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I will ignore the bridge is still going. I hope the bridge is still going. Where are the cars going to go if the bridge isn't going? Hong Kong beep. You know. Take him to the Matthew. John Otto, take it to the Matthews Bridge. And somebody in the chat's like, did he really just reference that song? And yes, he did. Yes, he did. One moment, y'all. Still grabbing some books here. All right. That should be enough for this next round. The blessed is the biscuit. Bridge is over. All right. Let me get back to the regular books. We'll start with the top. We'll bring it back. Do I ever run into Donald Fagen in my travels? I don't know who I don't know who that is. I think I know who that is, but I don't know who that is. Like I know the name, but I'm not sure. So no, probably not. Because I don't know anybody named Donald besides the duck. Pizzazz from October 1978, which was a Marvel book. And there you got Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk. It's a VF range, but you don't see these that often anymore. At least I don't. 17 on S6. Steely Dan. Oh, no. Famous Monsters, 1980. Empire Strikes Back just came out. Issue number 165. We got Bosk. We got Boba Fett. We got IG-88. VF plus $10 on S5. All right, let's offer the next little bundle. You've heard me talk about him on this channel. He's always in the chat. He's a good friend. We got Raymar Brunson's Ghost Man. This is the 3 issues so far. So the first 2 issues were comic size, and then Raymar and Cosmic Lion, my friend Eli, they went big on issue 3, which just came out. I do not think this is available through retailers at all yet. I think it's only at conventions. So you're getting an exclusive. So all 3 of Ghost Man by Raymar Brunson, which is his love letter to kind of, Punisher, Moon Knight a little bit of that ultra violence. $27 for all 3 issues, and I'll put that on S9. I have 4, maybe 5 bundles available. There he is. He's right there, right in the chat. Raymar Brunson. I like thinking about him like coming out in front of a crowd, and then he's just like, I'm a comic creator, and everybody's just like, yeah. Anyway, Nelson, the Daniel Clowes classic. This is from that personal stock of Daniel Clowes himself. Japanese edition, bigger than, it's a magazine size, a little bit bigger than an actual magazine. It's in great condition. I'll put it on S7. $35. I don't know if I'll have room for this. That might take up some room. All right, let's put this out. A reader copy, if anybody's looking for a great reader copy of Justice League of America Treasury, the centerfold's detached. It's only $6. But, you know, if you just want to not care about condition, that's a copy for you. This is in better condition, VF minus. This is a remake. What am I, an idiot? This is a reprint of Action Comics #1 in Treasury size. The first appearance of Superb Man, VF minus, $8 on S10. Let me see what I can get. Okay. A reader treasury. Well, you know what I'm saying. All right. So we've got some Japanese language original, whatchamacallit. Oh my God. Tankobons of Astro Boy by Osamu Tezuka. This is volume 3. I think this one's an 18th printing. So originally printed in 75. This is a 1980 printing. And then that is volume number 5. And I think that's an 11th printing. So around the early 80s. These aren't easy to find. Even like these early reprintings. I've got it for 60 for the pair. Tough to really price them. I saw some selling for 40 each. I saw some selling for 35 each. So I just went safe with 60 for the pair. All right, this is going to take up, you're going to claim on S1. Anybody who didn't pick up Skinbreaker, these are the first print treasuries of each of the issues. Robert Kirkman, David Finch, an awesome limited series, all 8 issues in the original treasury form. They're printed on newsprint. They're a little bit smaller than a treasury, obviously, but they're bigger. They're almost like, they're bigger than the Ghostman issue 3, but not by too much. But that is the whole thing, first print. Skinbreaker, claim S1. I've got it for $150 for the set. She's just a little above cover anyway. And then the first collected edition of Reed Waller and Kate Worley's Omaha the Cat Dancer. First print, VF Plus for $25. Claim that on S4. Okay, let's get to the regular size stuff. Thanks for snagging some stuff. Raymar, if you're in here, I'm glad that everybody, they listen to me and you. Comics. Pollo, Demon Chicken Pollo one shot from the pages of Chew, signed by my friends, John Layman and Rob Guillory. Near mint minus $15 on G. I backed that Kickstarter for Ghost Brawler. I'm looking forward to getting that. Aaron, I hope you're well too, man. Nice to see you. Konga, based on the American International picture, but it's not King Kong. This is issue number 10 in a fine plus. This is one of the more sought after issues, probably because the cover's dope as hell. I've got that for $35 on P, not King Kong, but it's Konga. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what I think of when I think of Konga? I think of the movie Congo. Stop eating my sesame cake. UFO Flying Saucers number 2 from Gold Key. Fine plus, $10 on you. Yeah, that cover is crazy. Legally distinct, not King Kong. All right, we've got Detective Comics number 544. Police seek thief of night. Newsstand near mint, $10 on D. Now let me tell you about the letter D. No, I won't. But my first name. I saw a post giving Nerdfest. Yes, I will. I will be there next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. If I don't have a anxiety-ridden breakdown like I did last year. Journey into Mystery number 8, Mark Jeweler. Good, very good, minus, low grade, $10. But I'm way more prepared already for the con. I'm going to have mostly like $1, $2, and $5 boxes with a mix of other stuff. And then I'll have a little bit of everything. And then I'll be doing a raffle for people that subscribe to the podcast and stuff. X Factor number 1. I've got a couple of near mint copies. The first appearance of the team. All near mint copies. X Factor, once again on X, issue number 1. I think that's the first appearance of Bolivar Trask, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I forgot to price this, so it's not going out. Books of Doom number 1, signed by writer and legend Ed Brubaker. It's a VF Plus, $18 on F. Grimm's Ghost Stories number 40, a high grade near mint minus. On that's going to be $30 on O. Amazing Spider-Man 277 near mint minus, $7 on S. I got 2 copies, count them, 2 copies of DC Elseworlds Superman Metropolis, which is obviously an homage to the Fritz Lang film, unless it was a book before that. RJM Lofficer, who I don't know who that is, but Roy Thomas and Ted McKeever. Both copies are in excellent condition, square bound, near mint minus. Z, $8 each. The Occult Files of Dr. Spectre, issue number 7. Look at that skeleton fight. VF Plus, $18 on R. From the mind of Frank Cho comes Liberty Meadows number 37. This is the first time I've ever gotten an individual issue of this book. I don't think they're extremely easy to find. Wally Wood homage, and it opens this way, so it's not your typical comic. VF Plus near mint minus, $12 on E. Maybe the greatest Jim Lee X-Men issue of all time. Uncanny X-Men 268 in a VF Plus, $18 on C. House of Mystery issue number 202, classic Kaluta cover. I think this, yeah, it's a bigger book. It's a 52-pager. Fine Plus, $16 on H. Another square bound Fear, otherwise known as Adventure Into. Fear number 1 in a Fine Plus VF minus. So a nice copy, not too low grade, not too high grade, right in the middle. $22 on T. We got this pair. I'd love to sell that. Wolverine 154 and 155. Deadpool returns to the Wolverine book. There's actually 2 pretty decent issues by Rob Liefeld. I got to give him that. I won't give him much. $80. And then issue number 155 is an homage, slight homage to Hulk 340. $80 for the pair on A. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 11 in a Fine Plus for $7 on Q. Weird War Tales issue number 4, VG Plus, or lower grade, but it's issue number 4, $25 on K. Swamp Thing issue number 1, volume 2. Newsstand VF Plus, $12 on W. Mr. Doctor Strange number 48. I believe that's the first meeting between Brother Voodoo and Doctor Strange. Newsstand near mint, high grade copy, 10 on B. 1, 2, 3, 4 books. Okay, I got 4 more books. Increasing amount of spiders in my house recently. Can you just get out of the box, please? Oh well. You didn't survive that one. No, you did. Just get, whatever. If I forget about it, it'll be a surprise later. All right, one more. Sorry. Spiders versus Dave. We all lose. Spawn issue number 309, Gunslinger cover by the Todd Father. Here, mint minus $7 on I. One of the coolest covers. I think it's attributed to John Buscema. Werewolf by Night number 12 in a VF. There's a werewolf in the back seat. $14 on J. You don't see these that often. Charlton, High School Confidential Diary, issue number 8 in a VG fine. $30 on V. Nobody likes a spider surprise. Avengers number 287, Mark Jeweler variant, VF. $10. Don't forget to hit the like button, friends. It helps expose myself. All right, let's see where we are. Steely Dan's in the background. All right, I think the first claim on the pizzazz, is for the Christian man, Brewman. And then the Ewok man says, Yipcha. All right, we got claims on the Brunson. We got Jeremy. We've got Palladino. We've got the stand-up Dan. We've got Mark. I'm just going in order. So I will get more of these. But I got to take the 5 claims of the ones that are here. And then I'll write the rest of y'all down and get those. And you don't have to pay for them until I get them in. I'll just have them come in, and then Ian and Travis, I'll Brunson, Ghost, Man, Gonzo, Travis. So I'll just get those in, and we'll deal with them whenever they come in. You don't have to pay for them, but just to know that you wanted them is fine by me. All right, 7 going to Danny for the Clows. Leo is going to grab Justice Leo. That's what we're going to call you. That would be cool if you were a Supreme Court Justice. You'd be able to help fix things in this godforsaken place. Sorry, Greg, you beat you out on that, on the other one. I'm going to just start calling you Justice Leo. All right, Danny, I got you on the mangoes. All right, Max can take the Skin Breaker. Thank you, Max. And then we clear the top off with the Brobes Man. I think that's the first time I've ever cleared the entire top shelf on a regular round. So that was fun. All right, Marco on the Conga. The Conga. Hey, Marco, you ever been to the Congo before? I know you travel a lot. All right, first claim on you is going to Marco. All right, NUF. All going to Christian. U is gone. N and F. He's had enough. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't. Getting close to 4,000 subscribers on the podcast and 10,000 here. So get your friends to subscribe to both and we'll have a party. You guys know I love my mile marker parties. I've done some epic ones. So who knows what I'll do for 10,000 on this here channel. What's up, Mr. Collector in the house? Santa, what's going on? All right, first claim on this. And then we drop down to C, the bells of the ball. Thanks, Chad. And then Greg has got T. One second. Bear with me. One moment. Okay. Brian on Q. And then got you on that. Ray loved B so much he tried to claim it twice. So Aaron, it's really funny. I didn't talk about this. It wasn't a big deal. Like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I got bit by a spider, I think, right here, like on my, you can't see, but like right, nobody can see, on the bottom of my left foot. And that shit got infected and I had to go on antibiotics. I did not get any spider powers. All right, Jay, everybody tried to claim Jay. Marco was the first one to get it. Funky Cole Medina. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it was Funky Cole Medina. All right, I got you on that, bro. Okay, sounds good. What's up, Cal? Damn, that's crazy. Ugh. I don't think I've ever gotten bit by. I've never gotten bit by something that got infected. That I've never had. I got stung by I think a stinging nettle on a hike once. That sucked, but my friend, she had whatchamacallit with her. She had like a first aid kit with some alcohol in it. It just poured alcohol on my leg after I got stung, and it just went, it was gone in like 2 seconds. It was pretty wild to experience that. All right, let me get some more stuff up here. I didn't realize I had 2 of those. All right, whatever. All right, Ian, give me 1 sec. Yeah, I was hoping for powers. I got jack shit except the pills. All right, there's 1 Z left, which is the Superman Elseworlds Metropolis. All right, here's a cool book. Some of you, if you've ever been to the Northwest in the last 15 years and went to Mopop, they did an exhibition years ago, which was up for a while, for taking Puck to the masses. It was mostly Nirvana stuff, but this is the companion book by Jacob McMurray. It's awesome if you're into punk and the early grunge stuff out of Seattle. I got this in a collection. I already have a copy that I got when I went to the exhibition back in 15 years ago. That's going to be on S1. That's the Fantagraphics published version, which is, it's no different than the one from the from the exhibit. Some prime cuts from Fantagraphics. This is issue number 9 and 8, both near mint. You get Carol Tyler, Harvey P. Carr, William Messner Loebs. This is a fun magazine. They are not easy to get, especially in high grade, but I've just been holding them for a while. $35 for the pair on S11. Here's a rare one. This came in that stinky, moldy collection that I bulked most of it out, but been holding on to this one for a while. Very rare to get these. Sam & Max, Surfing the Highway, the trade paperback. It sells between, to be honest with you, it sells between $150 and $200 on the internet. This is a VF copy. I've got it for $125. Just giving you a deal because I made my money back on that collection, so I can give deals. Time Beavers, the first graphic novel by Timothy Truman, near mint, $10. on S6. This is the Comics Arts Brooklyn program from 2015 with a Daniel Clowes cover. Excellent condition, $10. It's full of art, and then obviously the creators that were at the Comics Art Brooklyn Festival. That's $10 on S2. I feel like I have 2 copies of this tonight. Epic Illustrated #2, which was Marvel's answer to Heavy Metal. Richard Corbin cover. VF Plus, $15 on S3. Savage Sword of Conan issue 202. Earl Norem cover. VF Plus, $11 on S8. Savage Sword of Conan #32. That's a lower grade copy, not super low. Fine Plus VF minus, $8 on S9. S10 Juxtaposed Magazine, James Jean feature. One of the greatest articles is this James Jean article. February of 2013, which is less, it's $2 more than cover price, and the cover price is from 13 years ago. $8 on S10. You got some more manga coming out here. First, we'll do this. Battle Angel Alita. These are the English translated. This is one of the books. This is Angel of Redemption, and on the back is Last Order, Volume 1. Both English, $22 for the pair on S4. And then I've got one that some of you will know the name. Some of you might recognize this cover. This is, I'm going to try and pronounce it correctly, the name of this. Oronoba. Odoronoba. Odoronoba. By the great Hideshi Hino Hideshi. The great copy, $30. Not an easy book to find anymore. I found this on my first trip. But Hino Hideshi Odoronoba. I think that's how you pronounce it. And that's on S5. All right, we got the Superman Doomsday Wars 3-part square-bound graphic novel set by Dan Jurgens and Norm Rapmund. All near mint. The complete 3-issue set. $15 on M. Another great Elseworlds, Superman Speeding Bullets. It's Superman as Batman by J.M. DeMatteis and Eduardo Barreto. Near mint, $10 on H. And we got Batman and Robin #1, Year 1 by Chris Samney and Mark Waid. This is the second print variant cover. VF Plus, 10 on R. Got some volume 2 of She-Hulk by John Byrne. She-Hulk #32 in a near mint minus, $7. Everybody talks about how good this run is. I don't really know if it's collected. There might be an omnibus these days, but yeah, I don't see those like last 20 issues that often. Solo, another great series from DC. This is the Sergio Aragones issue. All Sergio, lettered by Stan Sakai. VF Plus, $6. You've heard it first. Stan Sakai, coming back to direct edition. We finalized the date today, and it's going to be a fun one. Green Lantern #51, first full Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern. I have 2 newsstand copies, both near mint, $16 each. We'll put those on F. Lanterns was a lot of fun. I don't have much invested in the character, but I do love Kyle Chandler, and what's his name is really fucking good as Jon Stewart. Oh God, Aaron Pierre. Oh my God, Aaron Pierre. Anyway, oh, this is part of a. Oops, that is not what I meant to grab. Okay, that's fine. Shit. Shit. Okay, cool. Shaolin Cowboy, Who Will Stop the Rain? I forget what volume this is, but this is issue number 2 by Uncle Jeff. VF Plus, $7 on you. Batman and Robin Adventures, so that's Batman Adventures Volume 2, issue number 1, Paul Dini and Ty Templeton, near mint, 10 on J. Give me one sec here, friends. Moving some stuff around. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. One of the great anthologies through comics, switched publishers a bunch of times, but this is Negative Burn when it was in Image, Squarebound. Some great creators in here, like indie kind of vibe. This is a VF minus, issue number 7 for $6 on E. Daredevil 25, the Zdarsky run, I believe that's the first Elektra Daredevil. Near mint, $20 on P. I'm excited for Chip's Avengers run. Saw some stuff from it. Looks really good. Justice League of America issue number 99 in a VF range for 7 on Q. Uncanny 177, high grade, near mint copy, $10 on C. You Will Believe in Ghosts, issue number 100, meta cover, VF plus, 15 on B. Big book coming out in just a moment, but let's get this up. Wonder Woman issue number 156 from the run of, I forget, he did a shit ton in a row, but the Adam Hughes cover run, near mint minus, somewhere in that range, $6 on V. And let me go over this book real quick. I will show it off. I will take it out of the bag and board and show it off. Amazing Spider-Man 40, second Ramita. Is this the death of Norman Osborn? Yeah. This comes from that collection that I got, all the high grade ones. I have this around an 8.0, which I think if you're pressing cleaning, there's a little stain right here on the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the discoloration of it by my thumb, but that's really the major flaw in this. It is extremely white pages, just like everything from that collection. A gorgeous copy. I'm not going to get it graded. Well, I guess it depends if it sells or not. But like I said, I have it around an 8.0 with that small stain on back. It's going to be $4.75 on K. Let's see if either Tyler or Marco. I was going to say Marco's name after I said Tyler, and well, there we go. All right, let's go back to the top here. We got I going to Mark. The Taking Punk to the Masses to Ian. Had a feeling this would be right up your alley, Ian. I read this cover to cover when I first got it. It's such a good book. When I saw the exhibition. Because I came to Seattle, I was dating somebody that lived in Seattle, and I came here, and that was the first thing I did was go see that exhibition. Before I moved to Seattle. So this would have been like, I don't know, 2011, 2010. All right, so T2 went to Zach, beat you all out. All right. The Brewman's going to take Savage Sword. I think he also got 9 as well. Joe's going to take 10. And then Christian got that too. Ooh. All right, Let's skip 8 and 9 are gone, 10 are gone. All right, Jamie's on 4 and Ian's on 5. Okay. I am lowerish grade. I am the one who knocks. I should have more. I think I have more priced She-Hulk, late run She-Hulk coming out tonight. So there will be more. All right, Jeremy on F. Andy was the first claim on U. Oh, there is an omnibus of Sensational. Oh, cool. He is a very nice guy. I'm excited to do that with him. We're going to be shooting a different style video. Well, you'll all see. You'll all see what's coming to the channel in the next couple weeks. Like I said, if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, me and Chris Piers recorded another top-down flip through today, kayfabe style, of the Absolute Batman Annual, the DWJ story. Mark, I'll put you on a backup for this. I should have another copy of this X-Men book in your mint condition. The Bells. And then Chris is going to be doing a sketch cover on the Duo Powerbomb Black and White #1. So I'm going to be giving that away after we're done doing the 3 issues. So it won't be given away until October. All right, got you on that. Okay, going to Marco. Thank you, Marco. You're gonna like the way this looks, I guarantee it. What's on R? R is Alex. R is Batman and Robin Year 1 by Samney and Wade. This is the second printing variant, a little tougher to find. But that's the first issue, about a VF Plus. Came out in 2024. And they just came back out with a new series. You are the man, dude. He's got it right. Ooh, excuse me. Jim, there is nothing on C. I guess it must have gone, and you might be on a little bit of a delay. What's up, Matt? All right, Alex, I got you on this. All right, where are we at? We're at 148. So I'll do the next $5 round, so I'll leave this stuff up for just a moment while I pull the next $5 books. Two, 23, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. All right. Let's see, John, what is S11? That is Prime Cuts. That is a anthology magazine from Fantagraphics. They are not easy to find. These are both high grade, near mint, issue number 9 and 8. You got Picard, Carol Tyler, Gabriel and Solano Lopez, William Messer and Lopez, Solano Lopez again, Cooper. But yeah. Sure, I'll show off Time Beaver real quick. Oh, it just actually, sorry, Bob, it sold to Travis, but I will just show it up fairly quickly. It's Timothy Truman. We all love Timothy Truman's art. One of his more little-known books. Travis just snagged that. Thank you, Travis. You got it, John. All right, taking this stuff down. Back to Claim Town. Won't you take me to Claim Town? Yeah, Tim Truman rules. Scout. All right, $5 round. Getting started. Have I heard of the book Time Wankers? Oh, shut up. Even though I'm pretty sure that might be an actual underground book. All right, $5 round. Let me start. I'll start up there and work my way. Rocket Raccoon #1, Scotty Young variant. I think that was the book he was writing, but that's one of his variants. Yes. And then Scotty Young, same run, Rocket Raccoon 3 variant. On 2, No Brave and the Bold has come out. Batman #5 from the New 52, Snyder Capullo. On S3, Tyler's not paying attention. Wolverine #131, neither is Derek. And that is the fixed error. That is not the error. That is, oh no, that's, yeah, that is the fixed one. Wolverine #300 with that badass Adam Kubert cover. On S5, Star Wars 32. On S6, I'm there, I was typing. I'm Kermit the Frog. Sin City, Dame to Kill For #3. On A. Dame to Kill For #2. I've been on a Frank Miller kick. I'm reading his book right now. So I'm probably going to reread 300 after that. Rogue Squadron #1. On C. Tales of the Teen Titans #57. On D. Dark Empire 2 Newsstand. On E. Dark Empire 2 #2, I should say. Luba #8. On F. Rom #68. Stankiewicz. On M. I know you don't, Tyler. Luba #5. On N. Daredevil 222. On O. Tyler, I don't think I would be friends with you if you sounded like that. No offense. Unless you were a frog. Daredevil #291. If you were Kermit the Frog, I'd be friends with you. But if you were the 6'4" young human you are, or however tall you are, I figure you're around that, 6'3", 6'2", and you were like, I'm Tyler. I don't know if I could be friends with somebody like that, but who knows? Dark Horse Presents #6 with a John Workman cover. On Q. Dark Knights Rising, the Wild Hunt #1 foil cover with a bunch of great creators in here. Grant Morrison, Scott Snyder, James Tynion, so on and so forth. On R. How would you be friends with me? I'm 6'1", don't give me too much credit. Hey, it wasn't too far off. Batman 21, New 52. Snyder Capullo on S7. And then the next run, which was Tom King's run, Batman #80. John Romita Jr. was the artist. I love that John Romita Jr. got to do a run on Batman, even if people hate Tom King's run on Batman. Uncanny X-Men 237. S9. Could you imagine if Tom King watches my show and I'm like, just made him cry? He's Tom King. What does he have to cry about? New Avengers. This is one of those. I think they were only sold on military bases, like in their 2000s. But yeah, that's New Avengers. The America Supports You military comics. What if Volume 2, #52 newsstand? What if Doom became Sorcerer Supreme? We might find out. S11. Hanna-Barbera DC Comics Future Quest #1. On G, Savage Dragon number 2, which is Savage Dragon Turtles. Tom King left. On H, Swamp Thing number 146. This is when Mark Miller was writing it. On I, and then Swamp Thing number 145. Same run. Rob McCallum's probably like, huh, have I read those? Do I own those? Rob, are you here? I miss you. Dawn issue number 3. I don't know what volume this is. On K. And then same, I think this is the same volume, number 2. On Z. Let's grab one more book here. There we go. Heroes for Hope, number 1. That's the Marvel one. X-Men number 7. Don't ask me what volume, with that great Terry Dodson cover. On T. Star Wars number 4. Look at that dope Alex Ross cover. On U. Wonder Woman number 1, maybe volume 4. 2006. On V. Green Lantern Rebirth number 1. Jeff Johns fans rejoice. And then Our Fighting Forces in Action Attack, issue number 24. And that will be the last of the $5 round books for this round. Hello, Eddie. Or Ed. I will check the chat in just a second. All right. Looks like Christian, yours didn't come in first this time, but they still came in. I saw them. What's up, Luke? I will fall off. MR. C just went, but I got you on M and R, Travis. All right, Jeremy. FN 11 and W. FN 11. I think that was W. FN 11W. All right, Ian. 12DQ. That rhymes. And then IJ. Danny Hines, 6. And C and E are gone. I got you on 6. $11 is gone. 4509U. Jim, ABP. All right, about 5D9. All gone. 126, 126, all gone. Christian, 15ABM. 15ABM, all gone. OP9, 10, 11. OP9, 10, 11. I got you on 10. Some of this stuff went real quick. All right, Marco, 3QKFX. 3KX. Okay. Yeah, Andy, it's right here. Nope, that's the wrong name. That's not your name, Andy. Andy. Wow. All right, so there's still a couple books left on the wall, but what I will do is while y'all hit the like button, take a little short 30-second break, let me grab the next round. Ian's going to take Z. Call me Bojangles. All right, Mr. Bojangles. I beat you to it, Leo. Gonna get through a lot of stuff tonight. So hang tight. If let's see, what time is it? All right. If I've gotten through a lot more stuff by 9, I may do a special round, a surprise round. I'm not even gonna say what it is, but I think it will appeal to people. Let's just say that. Okay, let's start with the top and get some new stuff out here. All right, we got Savage Sword of Conan issue number 31. That's a VF minus, $10 on S7. I have I don't even think it's sold, so let me see. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, we don't need a second copy of that because nobody bought the first one. Rampaging Hulk magazine number 10 in a VF range, $8. It's now in full color on S6. John Kelly was nominated for an Eisner for Dummy Magazine. This is Dummy Magazine number 2, which is all about Air Pirates funnies. A great magazine if you've never read it. $25 on S5. Here's a fun one, Drawn in Quarterly Magazine number 8 with a Dan Clowes cover. In this issue, Joe Sacco, Carol Swan, Roberta Gregory, Dennis Eichhorn, and more. VF range, $7 on 8. Famous Monsters issue 101 with Shazam on the cover, and its super special issue celebrating other anniversary stuff. 1973 VF Plus, $12 on S4. Yes, Dummy Magazine is great. Anybody who likes comics history would absolutely love that magazine. All right, check this out. Finally letting this go. It's been sitting in the personal collection for a while. The 3 hardcover collection, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Time in Overdrive, and Dinosaur Shaman, all by the great Mark Schultz. These are all signed and numbered by Mark Schultz. I think they're all out of 1,500 copies. From Kitchen Sink. The set, $150 on S11. Here's a fun one if you loved Alien Covenant. This is a behind the scenes magazine from 2017, concept art, exclusive photos, etc., etc. $7 on S1. I'll show this off again. I still don't know how I haven't sold it. I bought 2 copies, one for me and one for y'all. Yuji Murakami, The World of Godzilla, fine art, gorgeous Godzilla art book that he did. Just absolutely gorgeous with the obi and like the kind of like etched looking cover. It's got a little bit of damage on the back cover. It's $100. I'll put that on S9. And then we got, I still have a bunch of these, but I'm only going to put out one tonight. A color guide from Elric Michael Moorcock's Elric by Michael T. Gilbert, Roy Thomas, and P. Craig Russell. So it's got the acetate overlay over it. Signed by Michael T. Gilbert there. Signed by P. Craig Russell there. Color guides are hard to price. 125, but you know, if you want to make an offer, that's fine. On S2. C. Todd by Todd, never forget. Spider-Man 1 Gold, VF Plus, $16 on S. Uncanny X-Men 110, VF minus, so a mid-grade copy, $30 on D. You like when I make the sound effects? War Heroes issue number 10, Fine Plus VF minus, $6. Did you know Tyler's featured in this? He's a war hero. All of you are. You're all my heroes. I'm sure there's more than just Tyler that in the chat that was in, served in the U.S. military. Twilight Zone issue number, what did I write here? 66, order 66 in a VF, 12. The fuck I am. Yeah, that comic predates both of our lives by decades. Wallace Wood, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, number 1, 3D Zone, no glasses included, near mint though, $10 on O. The fuck I am? And a hero could save me. I don't know. It's just war heroes. It's probably the whole military. It's all the branches. I don't know. House of Mystery number 319, Kaluta, I, Vampire, the final chapter, newsstand, near mint, $10 on I. House of Mystery issue number 205, VG Fine, still a very sought after issue, $25 on P for Parthenon. Vault of Evil, am I evil? Yes, I am. Vault of Evil number 1, Mark Jeweler variant, Fine, and that is $50. My mother was a witch. Yes, she was burned alive. A famous little witch. And for the tears I cried, ooh, take her down now. Anyway, I won't sing the whole song. I could. Humor me and give me a close-up on the corner box, please. I think I see an evil globe. Oh, yeah. You mean this, the different metals? I have humored you. I put it on G. I don't remember if it was on G. All right. DC Special issue 22, 24, and 25. The Three Musketeers and Robin Hood. Let me go through the grades real quick. VF Plus, VF Plus near mint minus, and VF. 15 for the 3 books on X. Uncanny X-Men number 229, near mint minus, Silvestri run, $7 on N. Uncanny X-Men 220, near mint, $8. Can I just say something real quick? Just 30 seconds. I'm always very surprised that publishers never reach out to me, that they aren't aware that I casually have 100 people in here that are willing to buy comic books. Never contact me to do giveaways. They never do anything. They always contact the people that do reviews. Doesn't make sense to me. Guy that gets comics in people's hands. Aren't those the people you want to engage with? Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man 227 in a VF, $8 on W. DC Ghosts issue number 83 in a VF, $7 on T. This is a really cool one that I discovered very recently. Spectacular Spider-Man 229 acetate cover. Whoa. But this is Sal Buscema inked, the whole issue, Sal Buscema inked by the great Billy Sienkiewicz. Buscema, Sienkiewicz, Buscema. Near mint copy, $10 on C. The Vault of Evil #1, Mark Jeweler, is a fine, Christian. Nayoka the Jungle Girl, issue #4 from AC Comics. I think this is a mix of like screen caps from TV and comics. VF, $6 on H. One Woman 139, Adam Hughes cover, near mint. One of the cooler covers, one of the more beautiful covers. $10 on B. Love and Rockets Volume 2, #9 in a VF Plus near mint for $8 on U. We got Patsy Walker, issue #94, 10 center, fine, $18 on R. I present to you R. We got another copy of this, Dave Cooper's Suckle, out of print. I think it's a Fantagraphics book. This is a nice copy. Near mint minus, near mint. $20 on V. Speaking of out of print and a friend, Dave Crosland and Debbie Slop and Electa from Image Comics. Dave and I and Jim Mafood all went to Japan last year together. $16. It's an anthology. Duh. That's what it says on the cover. On J. This is an interesting one. I think I bought this at Floating World. This is called Monster Crime, and it's basically taken like Golden Age panels and pages of horror and crime stuff and like equating it to what capitalism's doing right now in the world. It's a really cool read. Near mint, $12 on A. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. All right, we've got Walt Disney 4-Color Comics issue #198, the great Donald Duck cover, fine plus, 12 on Z. Monsters on the Prowl 24 in a VF for 15. That is Magnetor, as opposed to Magneto, who would come later. And then I want to talk about a book that's pretty important, low grade copy, but Brave and the Bold, issue 29, the second appearance of the Justice League of America. You can see there's some rust on the staple. I have it as a 2.0, but I priced it at what a 2.0 would sell for, a little bit cheaper than a 2.0 actually. I've got that for $210. That is the second appearance of the Justice League of America. And that's on K for $210. And just have some water. And then we'll get to the claims. All right, here we go. First claim on it was 6 for the Gonzo Man. W Magazine is great. Yes, it is. And Bob's going to experience it. Marco is going to take the Alien because he's a fan of movies. Just like moi. I mean, if you're not a fan of movies, you probably wouldn't watch my channel, all right? The Gonzo Man's going to take Godzilla. Because I like to talk about movies a lot. I like to talk about them just as much as I like to talk comics. All right. And then Mark's going to take the Dino DNA. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Ian. taking two different versions of dinosaurs, Godzilla and... I mean, Godzilla's not a dinosaur, but he kind of is. He's a kaiju. We're all kaijus at heart. All right, I got you on the X-Men. He beat you on that one. Is John singing Nickelback? All right, Leo's on Three Musketeers and the Robin Hood because he's Justice Leo. All right, Jim. Oh, Michael was in the military, being a young musician. That's fucking awesome. Are you? And I'm not mistaken. You're Canadian, so you're in the Canadian military. Or are you an American that moved to Canada? Which I wouldn't blame you for, especially not these days. But that's pretty cool. All right, X, I got you on the X-Men on E, and I got you. N is gone, but I'll put you on a backup. I probably have an extra copy of it. I know some of the people that used to be in the chat all the time that are in the military, like Nick, it's a couple others. But yeah, anyway. All right, Max on the Spidey Sankwitz. All right, the Brewman on F and T, but T is gone. But I got you on the Jeweler. Still got more Jewelers coming out. Marco on the Love and Rockets. And I saw Christian on the House of Mystery. And then I got you. You is gone. I might have another copy of that Love and Rockets. If not, I can see next time. I'm going to go to Fantagraphics this weekend, so I can always scoop one up if I see one there. Fantagraphics is having their sidewalk sale this weekend. And I'm hoping to look at a collection up in Seattle this weekend too, so it'd be nice to make it even though it's going to be a shit show up in Seattle this weekend. It's traffic, it's construction, I mean, and I think there's at least one festival going on, if not more. All right, let's see what else we got here. You're an awesome concept. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things about it, though. What's up, Paul? I've heard some really good things about it. I heard it's stupid fun. That's basically what I heard. Oh, that's awesome. The Windsor Spitfires. That's right. Windsor, Ontario, baby. All right, Ian. Have a great night. V and J. Oh, do I have to answer that maturely? V is Dave Cooper's Suckle, which I think is very out of print. It's a near mint copy. And then J is gone. So there's nothing there. All right, I'll put some more stuff out. I'll put some more stuff out on the wall here while people are hanging out. I still have some Brunson books to put out and different books that you guys haven't seen, so let me find those real quick so that everybody's got a little chance to make sure they have all the Brunson books that I have available. Just go figure out where they are. Right here, there. Where's that one? Plus, we got other horror stuff. We got some lots of fun stuff that wasn't in the preview because I didn't want to do like a hella big preview photo. I figured the good stuff will have people coming in. All right, he's back. Travis is back. He's taking See Todd by Todd. He's following the one law, the law of Todd. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, but, hey, but, hey, but, hey, but, hey, but. Okay. From Raymar Brunson's coming Bone Grinder. This is a square bound, volume 1. It's all Raymar, written and drawn by him. $7. I have, I think, up to 5 copies of that. Actually, this is the book itself. It's all black and white, and it's badass. And then, written by Neil Ewing, drawn by Raymar Brunson, Detective Pickle P.I., and it's hilarious. $8, and these are just cover price on T. So if you're not going to see Raymar at a con, or you don't order from Cosmic Lion, you just get them right here. And hopefully this starts like a little, I'll be doing this a little more often. Star Wars issue number 60, near mint, high grade, $15, Walt Simonson cover. Maybe even Walt Simonson interiors. I don't know. I can't open it and read it because I don't know how to read. Sorry, y'all. I never told you the truth. It's true. Early Adam Hughes work from Spoof Comics comes Bat Babe, and he does the cover right there. Near mint minus, $10 on C. The Occult Files of Dr. Spectre, issue number 16 in a nice VF Plus. Some high-grade gold key, $20 on P. And the last of the Raymar books comes Damu, which I guess it's a vampire book. This one's in color, written by Mike Wayans, and colors by Missimo. Oh, look at that double page spread. Come on, you want it. Cover price, which I don't know, I've got it for $7. And we'll put that on U. So the rest of the Raymar Brunson books right there, S, T, and U. The next Mark Jeweler, Human Fly number 16, Mark Jeweler variant, VF minus, $20 on I. She-Hulk issue number 33, John Byrne run, near mint minus, $8 on E. Not Safe for Work, the new issue, the first issue of Gastronomique. That is the Jenny Frison cover. This was actually the hidden adult variant. It's a VF Plus. It was polybagged. It's got 2 ticks on the spine. I think it's going for like 15 or so, so just dropped it to 8. Marguerite Bennett wrote this. D, $8, which might even be below cover. It might have been $10. I don't know. Evil Dead 2, Dead Beyond Dead by Dawn. Near mint, $8. It's issue number 1. I got 2 copies, count them, 2 copies of, fuck if I know what issue this is, but it's an Alex Ross Timeless Mysterio variant, $6. It's probably a Spider-Man book, but if anybody wants to ask me, I will open it up and find out, but I don't really feel like it. X-Men Annual number 11, near mint, $7 on A. Ooh. My buddy Sanford Green, Chuck Brown, David F. Walker, Bitterroot issue number 14. I believe that is a variant cover. VF Plus near mint minus, $12 on J. Got Ripoff Comics issue number 23, signed on the interior by Larry Todd, Legends Larry Todd and Trina Robbins. Near mint, $40 on S6. Sold every Savage Sword of Conan, and that one's just sitting there. Spider-Man and Power Pack, the cooperation PSA comic from the National Committee of Prevention of Child Abuse. VF Plus near mint, $10 on S8. We got Unexpected issue number 209, newsstand, VF Plus near mint minus, $8 on S5. Let me see. I'll get some bundles up there. That'll be nice. We'll do that one. We'll do that pair. And we'll do this one. That one. All right, let's start with the big one first. Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns 1, 2, 3, and 4. The complete miniseries, all first print, all near mint. I'm Batman. $200 on S9. Deadpool Volume 1, 12 and 13, VF Plus and Near Mint. Drowning Man Part 1, Part 2, 15 for the pair on S1. And I got a big bundle here, big bundle of hate. I hate Fairyland. I Hate Fairyland #1. This is the special edition reprint, issue number 4. I believe they're all near mint. Issue number 7, issue number 9, and then it goes to the Fuck Fairyland variants. Issue number 11, number 12, which is the Southern Bastards homage, and it's I Hate Fairyland. And then Fuck Fairyland 13, Fuck Fairyland 14, Fluff Fairyland 15, 16, and then the Chip Zdarsky variant of issue 20. This just hit issue 50. It's going to become one of the longest running Image series in recent years. $65 for all that Scotty Young goodness on S11. And let's get to the chat here and see what there is. All right, first claim on. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 claims on Raymar's Bone Grinder. So that's Travis, Dan, Max, and Mark. I think I still have 1 copy left of Bone Grinder, but I don't need to sell it because I can keep it for myself. But if somebody wants that last one, they got it. And then going to Detective Pickle, I've got 2 claims, Max and Travis, for, there's more available. Travis, did you want 2 of S? I'll check the chat at the bottom, but you claimed it, so I don't want to double up and give you 2 copies if you don't want. All right, first claim on C is going to Zach. Wish I had more copies of this, but I don't. Max is the first claim on U. Oh, this is another Raymar. So we've got Max and then Mark. Not to be, yes, exactly. Not to be confused with Katsuhiro Otomo's Domu. Yeah, he is. I bought a cover from him, I think. I bought one of the Ghost Man covers. I can't remember. Bob, are you claiming T? Because you're just asking T with a question mark. That's Detective Pickle from Raymar Brunson. All right, the Walkman going to take the gastronomique. And then first claim on N is going to Bob. Mike is in the house and taking 6 and 8. And then Joe Williams is going to take the Unexpected. And then Luke is going to take the Dark Knight set. Thank you, Luke. If anybody needs a graded set, I have a 9.6 set, but it's it's more expensive than $200. Mike, condition on K is a 2-0. So it's a bit rough, but that's what it, this is a little bit cheaper than what a 2.0 goes for on the second appearance of the Justice League. Rusty staple there. This was from that box that I got, that, if you saw it on Instagram. But it's a 2.0, and it's the second appearance of the Justice League, or the Justice Gang, Okay, no worries. Hey, there he is. What's up, Nicky Poo? Okay, yeah, Bob, I got you on T. No, I have at least 4 copies of each one of Raymar's books, so. All right. Let's see what we got here. So what I'm going to do is I'll add a couple more books to the wall. We'll leave it up for a second. Then I'm going to do a surprise 20% off round. But first, some books that you haven't seen yet. How's about that? All right, Vince is going to take T and U. All right, so Vince and Nick. So that is going to, all the Detective Pickles, Vince and Nick on Damu. I still have 1 copy of Damu left, and Nick, I got you on the last Bone Grinder. Right? Because Vince wanted T and U. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling though. I'll fill up the wall here. So I didn't know these existed, but this is the X-Men Wildcats books. They did 3D versions of this. They're not all high grade, but they have the glasses. So it's Silver Age Wildcats, X-Men, Jim Lee, and Scott Jobdell and Scott Williams. Andrew Robinson and Adam Hughes doing Wildcats, X-Men. 3D, and then the Travis Charest book, which is arguably one of the most gorgeous comic books of the 90s. You got the glasses in them. 12 for the 3 books on S5. Now, this is not a reprint. This is a 1952 book, Disney's Vacation Parade number 3. The gloss on this cover is unbelievable. I have it as a VF range, so it's kind of an extraordinarily high grade for a 1951 square bound book. $40 on N. House of Mystery issue number 314 in a VF minus. $5. Newsstand on S. We got Marvel Tales issue number 144, reprinting the second appearance of the Vulture. VF Plus newsstand, $10 on C. Some underground goodness here. Iron Soul, New Paltz Comics, Iron Soul Stories, New Paltz Comics, issue number 3, VF Plus, $20 on D. I got another cool lot, Gold Key, Space Family Robinson, issue number, let's see, they're all around Fine Plus VF minus, issue 47, and then issue number 10, issue number 14, yeah, Fine Plus VF minus range, issue number 15, these are Golden Age size, and issue number 16. So 5 issues, mostly Fine Plus VF minus, going as low as issue 10, $40. Space Family Robinson, which is Lost in Space, on S9. Deadpool 50, sketch cover. I believe that's volume 2, 3, I don't know. Near mint, $10 on T. Let me grab 2 more books for y'all. 1 and 2. Amazing Spider-Man 181 in a VF Plus, $8 on 8. And then Human Fly, issue number 18, Mark Jeweler homaging so many different covers. The X-Men cover with Cyclops holding Jean. Crisis on Infinite Earths would homage this from something else. Very classic pose. Mark Jeweler, Fine Plus VF minus, $18, Human Fly. Until I got these, I had no clue that Human Fly had Mark Jeweler variants in it. All right, let's check the chat here. We got the Ewok on the 3D. He wants to see in 3 dimensions. And then Bob on S. Zach on D. That's gone. Marco on 9 for the Space Family Robinson. Not to be confused with Swiss Family Robinson. Were they the same thing at one point? I don't know. And then Greg on the Disney Vacation Parade. All right. So before I get I just got to set up and grab the box here of the 20% off stuff. So give me 1 sec. I'll pull the books there, and then I will take the stuff on the wall down. All right. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24. All right, friends, just hold with me a couple of minutes here while I just pull the books out. So it'll be 20% off the sticker price, which I haven't changed the prices since these books were ever offered. So, okay, nobody else claimed anything, so we can take this all down. Well, it happens. It happens. How's everybody doing? Don't forget to hit the like button, please. It would greatly be appreciative. I would be appreciative. I would appreciate you. All right, so no line. It's just claim as is. You do the math. 20% off. Tyler, you could, or yeah, just put that in the chat and I'll pin it. That way nobody mistakes it for being anything than other than what it is, you know? Okay. I'll do it. Math is hard. All right, here we go. All right, Chris, that'll cost you whatever it costs to take the wall out. And all right, here we go. Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 3. Near mint minus. $10 on E. Adventure Comics issue number 286 in a 5055. Mixoplitic, $50 on P. So for example, that becomes 8. That becomes 40. And so on and so forth. Invaders number 17, the first appearance of the One Warrior Woman. VF plus 12 on R. Skybound X, issue number 25. This is actually the first solo Battle Beast story. They This was printed years and years before the first issue, and it's the first like 8 pages of the first issue. Near mint, $10 on S. Paper Cutter, issue 9. Aaron Nell Steinke, Elijah Brubaker, and Helen Joe. This is a self-published indie book, $8 on H. Dark Horse Presents number 80 with the Art Adams cover, but it is signed by the Shadow Empire's artist and writer Chris Moeller, right there on the bottom in silver. $7 on Q. Six Gun Heroes, issue number 73, fine, $16. That is a 12 center on N. John Mastantuono, Dying of Thirst, another indie book, self-published. $10 was the cover price. Well, now it's $8 on G. Radiant Black number 1, Kyle Higgins and Marcelo Costa. Near mint, $10. A long-running Image comic. Been 5 years now. JLA number 121 in a VF range, $7. By the way, that Radiant Black was near mint on C. Darth Vader number 4, second appearance of Dr. Afro. Anyway, near mint minus, $8. World's Finest, issue number 155 in a VG. Nightman, enter Nightman, not to be confused with It's Always Sunny. Not that you were confusing that with that. World's Finest number 99, a 2.5, a low grade 10 center, $15 on J. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 55, retailer incentive, Ben Bishop variant cover near mint, $15 on D. Remember, these are all 20% off. All-Star Batman and Robin number 1, the Godtail Tokyo Comic Con exclusive variant foil signed right there by Godtail, $125, and then it goes away forever. Well, actually, anything that doesn't sell tonight is going to go to the con with me this weekend, or next weekend. Strange Academy number 4, 1 in 25 variant by Valerio Schiti, near mint, $20 on O. Weird Worlds, Tarzan number 4, Mark Jeweler variant in a fine plus VF minus, $16 on K. Justice League issue number 78 in a VF range, $7 on U. Only the Savager Left issue number 1, variant cover G, signed by Zach Kaplan, right there. I think issue 3 just came out, maybe issue 2. $25 on B. Tank Girl Solid State hardcover, $12 on W. Wonder Woman 34, signed by both Terry and Rachel Dodson right there. This is a variant cover, $20 on A. I got 2 copies of the second printing of Strange Academy number 1, Scotty Young and Berto Ramos, both near mint, $15 each on Z. New X-Men issue number 134 in a near mint. First Kid Omega, plus it comes with this Wizard exclusive little mini comic. $10 on M. Let's do a couple of bundles here. We've got Shadow of the Batman issues 1, 2, 3 and 4, which reprints classic runs from Engelhart, Walt Simonson, and then Marshall Rogers. They're all near mint except this one's VF. 22 on S11. We got High Cost of Living Death, the first Death miniseries, gorgeously drawn by Bachalo and Buckingham. $10 on X. Still don't know who did this, but it's an old 2011 Panini sketch cover of Batman with a cool sketch on it. $45. I mean, the book itself sells for a bit of money because it's not easy to find that sketch cover, so it's a foreign one. Amazing Spider-Man 7 Deadpool variant cover, homaging what, Spider-Man 23? Or is it 33? Near mint, $12 on 9. What if What if Elektra had lived? Written and drawn by Frank Miller. Volume 1 of What If, number 35. Near mint minus 15 on S8. Power Girl number 1 foil variant cover. Near mint minus. I believe is this Leah? I think this is a Leah Williams written book. $8 on S7. Godzilla Monster Piece Theater number 1, written and drawn by the great Tom Scioli, signed by Tom. This is the cover B. $40 on S6. Jonah Hex, issue number 57, Mark Jeweler variant, fine, $8 on S5. X-Men Alpha Flight, the miniseries, $6 on S1. The Death of Superman Platinum Edition, there's the poly bag, VF plus near mint minus, $125. That was a thank you, like a one per store pretty much. Mr. Natural number 3, Robert Crumb. That is a first printing VF plus, 16 on S3. And then finally, to round out these 20% off round. Actually, I'll do a manga instead. Let's see. From the creator of The Ring, they released a couple books after. This is Birthday, based on the novel by Koji Suzuki. This is the English translated by Dark Horse. $20 on S4. And that'll conclude the 20% off round, but I'll get to the claims here. All right. So Luke on S. And then I'm just going to write 20 on it so I remember to take the 20% off tomorrow. When I do building Danny on paper cutter. Ramen on the Dark Horse Presents. And then I have another copy of that, so I'll put you on the backup. And it's signed to Mark. All right, V. First claim is going to Luke. And then Travis on F. Mark on J, the world's finest. Mark on U. And then Zach on M. And then Andy, my boy. on the shadow of the bat. Not shadow of the cat. All right, next I have Max on Death. Mark on W and Z. Still have one copy of Z left as well. Beanie B on the bat sketch. Mike on 5, the Hex Jeweler. And then I think was Zach on 3 for the Mr. Natural. I had it as a 5055, Dan. Yeah. It's like almost like a matte gloss paper. But yeah, there it is. Let me know if you want it. You have first right of refusal since you asked to see it. All right, X is on. Leo, have a great night, my friend. X, Emma's gone already. You might be on a little bit of delay, Xavier. Hold on, what's the number on P? But then Dan said he was going to claim it, so it's irrelevant because it's 286. All right, Travis, have a great night. I figure I'll go till probably close to 10, and then that'll probably be all I've gotten me tonight, considering I did a 2.5-hour sale yesterday. By the way, if you did not attend last night, you're welcome to go back and watch last night, and if anything didn't get claimed, you can still buy it. I am working for the folks that are checking out the website, the store on the website. I am working on getting cards up there and other kind of like comic memorabilia, but you know, I only have so much time in the day. All right, I'll leave that up for just a moment. I'm going to pull the next round, which is going to entail a lot of stuff that hasn't come out yet. Yeah, last night was a lot of fun, Tyler. I had fun. Thank you, Derek. I'll probably do one more $5 round before the end of the night as well. But I wanted to at least do one of the 20% off rounds. Yeah, and that was, you know, How many hours did I do Dave EngerCon for? All right, bringing back the regular books here. We've got Secret Wars issue number 7. That is a beautiful variant cover. I think it may be an Easthead. No, it doesn't look like Ribic. But anyway, $10 on S. And then to keep Cyclopsing it up, Uncanny X-Men 176 in a near mint for 12 on T. I'm wearing shorts. I ain't peeing no pants. I'm peeing my shorts. No. X-Force number 1. This is a 1 in 50 Phil Noto variant, which looks like a gorgeous movie poster. Near mint, $35 on R. We'll just keep with the X stuff over there. How about that? X-Men 24. Kissy, kissy. I have 2 near mint copies left. $20. The interest in this book obviously has just gone up for many reasons. On Q, I've got 1 copy of the recalled Red Hood from earlier this year, issue number 1, near mint, $15 on H. Dave would be Miles Davis. Batman and Robin Adventures 8, homaging the classic Batman cover, but with Poison Ivy and Robin with Harley in the background. Early Harley Quinn appearance too. Near mint, $15 on D. Here's a great one that I didn't know existed. X-Men Forever, which I believe reprints the first 2 issues of Jim Lee's X-Men book with Chris Claremont. This is X-Men Forever Alpha one-shot, thick boy, near mint minus $16 on U. Where are my X folks at? House of Mystery issue number 96 in a good low grade, $8 on C. Archie's Pal Jughead number 74. Good, very good. That is a 10 center, $7 on G. Strange Tales, issue number 176, The Golem, the thing that walks like a man. VF, $15 on B. Another one of these cool self-published books, Libby's Dad by Eleanor Davis. Beautiful copy, $8 on I. Marvel Tales issue number 148, featuring the reprint of the second appearance of Doc Ock, near mint minus. Great copy for somebody that doesn't have the money to buy the Amazing Spider-Man one. It's on newsprint, $10 on P. Justice League issue number 83, Spectre. Fine plus, VF minus, $10 on F. Time for some dolphin sex. Elementals, Sizzling Sex Special number 1, VF, $7. I get this issue every once in a while. Always gets a good chuckle from everybody involved. See Todd by Todd, Amazing Spider-Man 324. Fun fact, this is actually an Eric Larson fill-in issue, but Todd still did the cover. Near mint minus, $8 on O. Giant size X-Men Storm timeless variant, Alex Ross near mint, $15 on V. Guys, it's little Robbie Liefeld from his reboot of Youngblood. Comes Youngblood number 1. This is limited to 999 copies, this Virgin variant. $15 near mint on E. Marvel 2-in-1, issue number 54. I think this is the first appearance of Titania. Fine, $7 on N. Batman and Robin Adventures number 5, great Joker cover. Near mint minus $7 on K. Let's see. Okay. We got a bundle, the second volume of Criminal by Brubaker and Phillips. The show's coming, but everybody, knows that this is one of the greatest book series and duos of modern comics. I think they're all near mint or near mint minus around there. $20 for that on S11. Batman and Robin Adventures 9 with a great Batgirl cover, near mint. $10 on A. Power Girl issue number 8 from Justin Gray, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Amanda Connor. Near mint minus $7 on S6. America Captain issue number 321, Mike Zeck cover, near mint minus $7. I believe he was doing the interiors also. On W. N is not signed. No, there's no signed books on the wall right now. Marvel Holiday Special 1994 with that awesome Michael Kaluta cover, square bound, near mint, $6 on Z. Wolverine issue number 2 from the first ongoing series, near mint minus 15 on S7. Hologram bullshit. Spider-Man issue number 50. I guess that's like supposed to be Craven on the cover. I don't know. Near mint, $7 on S5. Got a couple of the X-Men JC Penney reprints. X-Men 61, VFVF Plus, second appearance of Sauron, $12 on 8, and then reprint of first appearance of Sauron, VF Plus, $15 on S9. Conan issue 75 in a near mint for 12 on M. Tomb Raider Witchblade number 1, team up or whatever, Turner cover, VF Plus near mint minus $10 on S4. I do agree with you, Tyler. House of Mystery issue 278 newsstand, VF $12 on S3. Justice League issue number 123, Fine Plus First Earth Prime Mark Jeweler, $25 on S2. And let me grab 3 more things to put out. All right. We got, this is actually an out of print. See you later, Danny. Out of print trade paperback, Panic in the Sky Superman. Look at the creators involved in this. Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, Louis Simonson, John Bogdanove, Brett Breeding, Dennis Janke, Tom Grummett. Trade paperback, $16 on X. And then we've got She-Hulk Ceremony, the 2-part square-bound story by Dwayne McDuffie. Only $8 on S10. And then keeping with the She-Hulk, I've got 2 copies of She-Hulk 38, both near mint from the John Byrne run. And those are $7 each on S1. So let's see what we got here. All right, Mark on you. First claim on C going to John. And then Mike on G. Is anybody going to buy the elementals for Tyler? All right, Mark on the X-Force 1 in 50. All right, Joel, I got you on the ASM. It did, the young blood. All right, there we go. We got it sold. And then Mike, oh, he went to say K. Okay. S11's going to Max. And then K, I got you, Mike. Yeah, you're right. You're right. C is already gone. Sorry, Marco. All right, Mike is going to grab House of Mystery. And then I got you on 10 for the She-Hulk ceremony. John's offering 12 on B. I'm going to stick to 15 on it, John. Tyler's in the program for you too. All right, gonna keep reloading with the wall here. Oh, whoa, I forgot about that. Got some Star Wars and a pretty big Star Wars key coming out. But first things first, let's grab more books. Oh, some Underground, some of this, some of that, some of that, and some of this. More Todd. All right, here we go. All right, Trick or Treat, Ghosts, issue number 108, Joe Kubert cover, newsstand, VF plus, near mint minus. $20 on G. Heir to the Empire number 1, newsstand, first appearance in comics of Grand Admiral Thrawn. Maybe also the first Mara Jade, but Thrawn. VF plus, pressable, but it is a newsstand, 75 on C. Adventure Comics issue number 412, bondage cover. VF minus, $12 on R. Here's a couple of bucks, kid. Go buy a Star Wars. Star Wars 69, nice. VF plus, $10. Wasn't this like a He-Man toy? $10 on O. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW run. This is issue 84, cover B by the great Kevin Eastman. Near mint. $6 on U. Got some rare image newsstands. Gen 13.5 newsstand. This is a near mint minus. White cover, so I'm a little more strict on grading. $10 for the near mint minus, and then one that's a little bit higher in grade, a near mint. 12 on J. Some underground goodness. Jeffrey Catherine Jones Spasm. This was the only issue they did last gasp. It's a fine. $10 on S3. Here's a new book that came out a couple weeks ago by Stepan Stajic, however you say his name. This is Death Vigil. Near mint, thick boy too. $6 on K. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 10 in a near mint. Notorious low print run on those books. I'll put that on 10. That's issue 10 on S10, $10. And then we've got the first Peter David Hulk book, which is McFarlane's second, and that is issue 331, near mint, $10 on S11. Let's see what we got here. Marco's going to take R and O. Ooh. O's already gone. Sorry, Bob. And then Zach's on 3 for the spasm. We'll definitely get through all the books that I pulled that are new for tonight. So bear with me. Don't have too many left, but then I'll do one $5 round to end the night also. Uncanny 136 in a good, very good, so a lower grade, $10 on R. King in Black #1 variant cover. I forget who does this variant cover. It comes with the promo tattoos also. Near mint, $6 on Q. Great Jeffrey Brown, who started kind of like doing indie underground stuff and then did the Darth Vader and Son books. This is Feeble Attempts from Jeffrey Brown. $7 on F. Hulk issue 333, some more Todd goodness. Near mint, $6 on E. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who Lobos is. Enigma #1, Underground Goodness, adults only, VF range, $6. I can see if I can figure out who did the variant cover. I don't know who Lobos is. Yeah, there's no fucking credits page on this. I don't think I'm going to bother going too deep. Well, let's see. I don't know. Could be Ivan Cobello. Captain America 358, Mark Jeweler variant, VF Plus. So a higher grade than normal of a Mark Jeweler, $12 on S3. Spider-Man, Fleer Ultra Prince, Boris Vallejo's Black Cat, 15 on S5. Here's a rare one, if you know your books. Justice League 3, with that test Superman comics logo. They did it on maybe like 10 comics total. This is like a VF plus. You probably press it to be closer to a near mint. $50 on S6. Harder than normal to find. Scotty Young, Morbius the Living Vampire, baby variant, near mint. $40 on S8. And then let's do a Forbidden Tales of Dark Mansion, issue number 15, VF minus for 12. What I'll do is I'll take these claims and then I'm going to wipe most of the wall. And then we'll get more new stuff up. But let's see what we got here. All right, Max was the first claim on F. And then the first claim on E was Ewok for his namesake. E. And then Ramen, not Robin, Ramen. First claim on O. Mark was the claim on 3. And then Todd swooping in for the Black Cat. Two comics and only one in SoCal. Wait, I don't remember what we were talking about. All right, I'm going to take most of the stale stuff off the wall and get new stuff up. Excuse me. Oh, the logo variant. There you go. I didn't know that. There you go. Right. It's Torrin Clark. You're right. What's on S10? S10 is Knights of the Old Republic 10. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 10 near mint. It is Torrin Clark. Thanks for that one, Calvin Yedimus. Strange Adventures number 114 in a good low grade, but a Strange Adventures 114 10 center. $13 on R. All right, I got you on it, Mark. Have another copy of this, but this time it's a near mint newsstand, Uncanny 196, $15. Oh, I got 2 of these. Clear Ultra Master prints, Ultra prints, Julie Bowen, Jesus Christ, Julie Bell, Jean Grey, not the actress Julie Bowen that starred alongside Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore. Those are $12 on M. Uncanny X-Men 218 newsstand, near mint, Arthur Adams. $12 on a high grade newsstand on H. And we've got all 3 covers. Maybe there's even more, but Spawn 313, Capullo, McFarlane, and not either of them. Near mint or near mint minus on that. 20 for the lot of the 3. On X. Uncanny X-Men number 210. Bring out the GIMP. VF plus, near mint minus. $10 on F. I don't think any X-Men issues have fluctuated as much as 212, 211, 210, like that area. Speaking of that, 213 in a VF Plus near mint, minus 15 bucks. Like I remember even post COVID, like I was getting 30 bucks for those issues or something like that. Uncanny X-Men 523 second or third print variant, VF. This is part of the fraction run, I believe. 12 bucks on P. It's obviously a connecting variant. Star-Lord, Tears for Heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? This reprints like some of the old Star-Lord magazine appearances. Near mint, it's a thick boy, 8 bucks. Hey, there he is. Fucking Bryce. You missed some newsstand Gen 13s. Figment number 3, hard to find low print run series. VF Plus near mint minus, 7 bucks. And you caught me while I was singing Eric Clapton. You bought yourself a Star-Lord. Here's a cool one. Grant Morrison and Frank Quietly's Pax Americana. This is actually polybagged. This square-bound book is polybagged with a map of the multiversity, and it's the director's cut. Still polybagged. Morrison Quietly, 10 bucks on T. Star-Lord, if you can start Lord. Invincible Iron Man number 121, VF Plus, 8 bucks. This also might be part of, I think that is part of Demon in a Bottle. Kirby homage, the Return of the Grayskin Hulk, Hulk 324, VF Plus, 10 bucks on J. I'm going to take this Hulk off. And I'm going to make room for a big bundle in the corner over there. Big Trouble in Little China. So the first 12 issues of this is co-written by John Carpenter, and each John Carpenter and Eric Powell did the first 12 issues. This first issue is signed by Eric Powell, who did the covers too. Comes with a cert. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of the covers are Powell, some aren't, but him and John Carpenter wrote the first 12 issues. So it goes through the first 12. And then it goes to the next arc, which Fred Van Lent and Joe Eisma are doing. 13, 14, 15, 16. So the first 16 issues and the first issue is signed by Eric Powell. 100 bucks for that near complete, but not complete run of Big Trouble in Little China. I think it went to 24 or 5 issues. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 21 subscription cover variant by Kevin Eastman. I believe he might pencil this issue too. VF Plus, I think it's a 1 in 10 cover. 7 bucks on you. All right, we got Deadpool 27. This is the Hastings stripper variant. It's a thick boy book. Near mint, 10 bucks on N. Uncanny X-Men 260, VF Plus newsstand. Jim Lee, 6 bucks on V. Here's a cool one. Batman The Adventures Continue, number 6, with a Kari Andrews variant cover, near mint. 7 bucks on B. Daredevil 141, third appearance of Bullseye in a VF Plus. 40 bucks on S7. Ghosts issue 104 in a near mint minus. 16 bucks on W. Star Wars number 80, VF plus near mint minus 12 on S5. I forget who wrote this. There's another self-published book called Frontier. Let's take a look. Why don't we? Why don't ya? It's cool. Looks like maybe risograph. Sam Alden. Which stand-up Dan's going to be like, oh, I know him. Because it wouldn't be surprising if he, you know. Frontier, I have that for $10 on S3. Marvel Age 37, the 25th anniversary celebration of Marvel. VF plus near mint minus $6 of, oh, that's on S10. I got 2 copies of Gen 13 number 7 newsstand, Jim Lee cover. Near mint is 25 on S1, and then VF plus newsstand is 18 on S2. Star Wars 82 near mint minus $12 on A. And then Star Wars 93 near mint minus $12. Lots of high grade Star Wars Marvel books tonight. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. All right, that would be accurate. Todd on one of the Ultra prints. Mark on R. And then the next one went to Vince. Joe Williams on G. Mark on X and P. Hi, Bryce. Max on T. And then John on the Forbidden Tales of the Dark Mansion. Shit just fell face down flat. All right, we got the Raminator. We got Joel. Oh, well, Dan, you've disappointed me for the last time. All right, Bob on 5, Marco on R. R is gone. Bob on Z. And then I think I saw Vince take the Frontier. So what I'll do is I will leave this up for a second, but we will do one last $5 round. And I think then, let me see if there's anything else that I think y'all might want to see real quick that hasn't come out tonight. And then I'll do the $5 round. That might be interesting for some people. That might. Nobody's buying his stuff. A couple more Zap comics I'll put out tonight. That. Oh, I'm surprised. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm surprised this hasn't sold. Okay. Zap Comics number 0, the classic Art Crumb book and cover. I think it's like a 4th print, VF minus, $30 on G. Every time I kneel down, I get lightheaded. I don't know what the hell's going on. World's Finest number 171, Batman and Superman. It's a VF for $25. We'll do the $5 round after this stuff. On T, this may be the first Tundra book, Fantaco Tundra. No Guts, No Glory, number 1, Kevin Eastman. VF Plus near mint, $18 on R. Yeah, Max, they sold. But I might be able to get you another set. Zap Comics number 2, that's a 6th print in a VF Plus for 10. If you want to take the Zap 0 and 2, I'll do it $35. Wonder Woman number 98, great Brian Bolland cover, near mint minus, $6 on V. That's weird, Tyler. Well, maybe I'll get my blood pressure checked. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 6, cover A, in a near mint, $10 on P. Uncanny X-Men 211 in a near mint, $20 on M. Action Comics number 298, a 12 center Lex Luthor cover, VG, $20 on Z. Yeah, it's not lightheadedness though, as much as it's just like, oh, maybe it is, but I drink water all day. But I can always drink more. Wizard issue number 17 with the Jim Lee trading card, with the Todd McFarlane trading card behind it, Death of Superman trading card, still polybagged, $10 on S5. Cable in the X-Force issue number 5, Lionel Francis Yu 1 in 50 variant cover, near mint, $30 on S3. And then I'll throw up on X, I can't believe this set didn't sell yet, Superman, Madman, Hullabaloo, Michael Allred, $10 for the set on X. I will pull the $5 round. You let me know if you want any of that stuff. Oh. All right, I think that should be everything. All right. Chug a swoon. It's the spider powers. I had a swoon with dinner. Thank you, Max. I got you on the hullabaloo. All right, let me take this stuff down. I'll do 18 on M, but it's in your mint copy. 18. All right, I got you on it, Paul. Oh, nice. I had a complete run. And then I just decided to start telling even part of that. I still have my 94. Still have my GSX. Because I'm like, eventually I'll sell those, but I was not in any rush to. But then I started clearing out most of the run. But then I looked through that run, which I've had for a while, that I kind of pieced together through a couple of collection buys. One of them, I found a double cover of one of the issues, and then I found at least one signed by Claremont that I was like, I'll keep that. Oh, I got you, Marco. Let me grab that. But the only run, the only full run that I've kept so far. All right, Marco, always great to see you. What's the no guts? The no guts. Oh yeah. I got you, Vince. Yeah, I have the Spawn run. And then I've got so one last $5 round, and then we'll close out the night. I got a Spawn run, and then I have a run of Mark Jeweler McFarlane books. All right, let's do this $5 round. Starting with profit number 5, classic Stephen Platt on S1. GI Combat issue number 281 on S2. Black Lightning number 9 on S3. Dawn issue number 5, Linsner Goodness on 4. Saga issue number 28 on 5. Mark Miller and my buddy Matteo Scalera, Space Bandits number 1 on S6. Fun book. Giant Size Astonishing X-Men with some gorgeous John Cassidy art. On A, Giant Size Ecstatics number 1, more all red goodness. On B, Marvel Wizard Comics X-51 The Machine Man. On C, another one of those military New Avengers books. On D, All New Young Guns. This is a Marvel one-shot. This is like some of the best in the last 20 years. Stegman, Pichelli, David Marquez, and more. That's on E. Batman Black and White number 3 with the Barry Windsor Smith cover. On F. World's Worst Comic Awards number 1 from Kitchen Sink. On M. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen number 142 Kirby book. On N. X-Men Classics number 1, reprinting some of the Neil Adams stuff on like a really high stock paper. On O, and then X-Men Classics number 2, more of the Neil Adams stuff reprinted. On P, Thor 380, all splash page issue by Walt Simonson. On Q, Thor Annual number 10, more Simonson goodness, at least the cover, Mephisto versus Thor. Uncanny X-Men 208 on S7. Uncanny X-Men 228 on S8. Uncanny X-Men 238 on 9. And then UXM 240 on S10. Mr. Doctor Strange 41 on S11. GI Combat number 272, Thick Boy on G. GI Combat 277 on H. New 52 Batman 13 with the die-cut Joker mask cover on I. Snyder and Capullo. From that same run comes issue number 12 where Becky Cloonan fill in. On J. Spider-Man 5, C. Todd by Todd. Torment on K. Daredevil 18, Bendis and Mac on Z. Siege number 1, more Bendis goodness on S. More Bendis. Pulse number 2, or sorry, Pulse 12, not number 2 on T. Superman issue number 413, Klaus Janson cover on U. And then I've got to grab one more book here. Another issue of Luba, issue number 6 on V. All right, got 2 copies of X-Men 18 on W, and then I've got 3 copies of X-Men 19, all near mint on X, and that's the $5 round. I didn't say Spawn, did I? Oh, I'm just putting together a run of Spawn, that's all. Oh, they all came in. MOPFB. MOPFV. Three. Sorry, John was first on that. I just hit yours by accident, Brian. I'm sorry. I didn't want to mislead you. And then Marsh came in with N. Joel 10K. Vince M is gone. Ray KMQ. I got you on Q. Mark QWX. Got you on W and X. And then the Ewok. I got you on 9. 10's gone. Marco 36M. I got you on 6. The other 2 are gone. And then Marsh is also going to snag 11. All right, before we get going anyway, a couple of things. This is going to be my last sale for a while, probably close to 3 weeks, so I want to ship everything out. Schedule's kind of fucking packed. I don't know if I'll do a live stream next week, like a chat and chill, but I think I will be able to. I got an interview on Monday, and I got the con next week. If you're going to be anywhere near Bellingham, Washington, on Saturday, the 29th, I'll be up in Pacific Nerd West. Guests Mark Russell, Stephanie Williams, Stephanie Williams, and Leah Williams will all be there. There's a couple other creators that are going to be there. I'll be there slinging books, hanging out, giving out stickers, holding a little raffle for people that haven't subscribed to the channels, and giveaways. And then this Sunday, I should have at least one video out. I may try. I started editing a video, and then me and Chris Piers did a flip through of Absolute Batman Annual today. So I might try and get 2 videos out this weekend, but we'll see. Next week on the podcast is Steve Scrose, Matrix code designer with Jeff Darrow. He's got a new book out with Image Comics called Tales of Wonder. It's a fun book, actually. I read it. But this week, Nick Thorburn was on the podcast. Honestly, I don't know what's happening with everybody's YouTube channels right now. Everybody's getting really shitty views. So I don't think I'm alone on that. What else? That's really it. Thank you for everybody that was here the last 2 nights of the sale. If I am not going to Cape and Cal, it is the same day as Nerd West. It's the 29th. So I can't be in 2 parts of the country at one time. I don't even know if I'd want to, you know. What else? Store on the website, the Patreon. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, $5 a month also gets you 10% off the store for your first purchase. Got to put out a video on there pretty soon, and I think that's really it. Yeah, last night was a lot of fun. Last night was. I will be in touch tomorrow by, let's see, I don't know, like usually like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern with the invoices. For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty quick with that, and I'll start shipping Friday and Saturday. Thanks to everybody for being here, and hit the like button on your way out. Have a good night. Enjoy your comics, enjoy your week, enjoy your day, stay safe, and Dave out. Bye-bye.